Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on this fine Tuesday night. I am joined today by someone I'm very excited to cast alongside. Huge, welcome to the stream. Your third time here, but we're psyched to have you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, LaChance, and this is my first time casting with you, and boy, am I excited. Also, my first CEO game, so we're about to see some. I'm about to see some gameplay on a level that I haven't seen or casted before. So this is going to be exciting for me.
Dude, same. And actually, we're going to jump right into it. We've got the pro draft up. I personally haven't cast a lot of CEO games this season either. And guys, while this draft unfolds, I'm going to paint the very unique picture that this is. Listen, let me be real with you. Anything worthwhile has two acts, okay? And this is the second act of this CEO game. Last week, they played the first game, but they ran out of time. In the spirit of togetherness, they rescheduled, and we're back here with game 2. Something that's important for you to know is that Upwardtrend, which is the team that is just a logo, is up 1 game. So right now, we're actually at game point. If this wraps up super fast, then we have another match that we're going to stream at 9, and we'll see. We're gonna play it by ear. This is a little bit of flexible improv here. So that's the circumstance right now. Blubalicious is up against the wall right away, and we're gonna see what happens. And the first pick on the side of Blubalicious is Hecarim. You know what I'm realizing? Speaking of improv, did I send you the spectator link? Huge, or do you have that from
I am watching this pro draft as we speak, and I have to say, immediate draft diff. Two missed bans, I guess.
Oh yeah, let me
Team Blub.
Let me see right here. Okay, so those bans are a Gragas and a Vel'Koz. So Blubalicious has banned Gragas and Vel'Koz. Yeah. What a way to flex in CEO to just be like, nah, we don't need those 2 bans. No problem
No
at
respect.
all.
We have Vel'Koz and Gragas, very interesting bans. I actually saw Gragas top, full tank being played, and full AP, both being played in, I believe, LPL this week. So I guess they respect the power of Upwardtrend to be able to pull out that Gragas.
Absolutely. Yeah, this so this is your first season with us, right? In the LBLCS?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
So we've got some old names that are going to be coming out in this game, more specifically on the side of Upwardtrend, but Blubalicious was with us last season. So these are 2 teams that just being in the same universe at each other kind of have an idea of what the other is capable of. We're also in the interesting position that neither of us watched game 1, right? So we don't know anything about the history of this.
No idea. A lot of meta bans, though.
Yeah.
A lot of meta bans, a lot of meta picks.
So, the higher we get in this league, rank-wise, the more I feel like we tend to see, like, meta ideas be involved in the play, because these are players who have the skill to like abuse the reasons that those things are meta to begin with. So that doesn't surprise me to some extent. I'm always interested to see when players like bring their own personality, and you get to see the impact that like the player has, and it's not the champion. But we'll see what happens here.
I mean, already, Upwardtrend has like a really strong topside draft here with the GP into the Shen. That's like a hard counter pick.
Mm-hmm.
And like GP is already a very big lane bully, and we have the Olaf to support that too. So I'm thinking we might see a top-sided focus here, unless the Shen is a flex. Is that a Kled? Is that Kled locked in already?
That Kled, let's
or
consult.
Is it just a hover?
No, it is. That Kled is locked. They're onto the Victor now. So Shen. Oh, sorry, Oriana. Oh, that's fun.
Oh, it must be a Shen support. Wow, what a fake out.
Yeah, absolutely. I wonder. I wonder how much that did impact the draft there. If they clocked that as a top lane, Shen.
'Cause I'm sure they picked the GP to counter the Shen, because it was their last pick in the first round.
Now, okay, so this is a Maokai support. Is that what we're seeing here?
For sure.
Fantastic. Okay. All right. This is gonna be interesting. Do you think? Okay. So I know that the top lane, and the mid lane of Upward Trends are both very, very capable players. I wonder where the Gangplank and the Silas are going. I'm pretty confident that they both play those champions, so it could be going in either lane here. Oh,
I do.
sorry,
Yeah.
Ev Dingus. I see you're in the chat there, and if you hear this, I have no idea how to set up the betting for Schmeckles. So if you can set that up, that would be fantastic. Sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah, I mean, I think it would make more sense to send the Gangplank top here. Oriana would just be a much more difficult matchup, I would imagine, being ranged and a control mage into the GP. Though Kled is pretty scary all ins too. The healing reduction on his Q is absolutely massive to counter that orange. So we'll have to see how those matchups play out, because Blub here really like turned the draft onto this GP. They were expecting like a counter pick in the top lane. They picked a very strong jungler to go with it, and all of a sudden it's it might be a losing matchup that they have up top.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. I am more familiar with some of these players than the others. Arthur Dent, I know, is a top laner who has terrified the LBLCS for many seasons now. So excited to see what he can bring to the table. Excited to see what Fireflans can do in return, especially with this Kled, especially if they did indeed kind of think that they might be playing against something else there. So if he got his way into this, we'll see what he can do here.
Especially if Arthur Dent is as scary as you say, I can definitely see Upwardtrends really planning around focusing that top lane. We'll have to see how it goes though. There's the Silas in the mid lane is like, Silas into control mage, not the best, not the worst. He'll survive and be very impactful with stealing, Hecarim ults and Orianna ults into the late game. And really this bot lane should just kind of be neutral. Kai'Sa is very strong with high kill pressure early, but with a Shen support, the engage is like a little bit harder to land than say a Leona or a Thresh support would bring, and you also have that Maokai who is relatively tanky as well to counteract that hard engage. So I'm thinking most of the action will be around the top half of this map, top mid jungle, and we'll have to see. There's definitely a lot of potential when both teams comes into their level 6s. So I think it will be quite an explosive mid game at the very least.
Absolutely. Now, I know we've got a lot of time to analyze this. We've got the customary 3 minutes of delay here, but looking at these teams, if you had to just call it in your heart, who do you think is going to come out on top in this game, based on composition alone?
Oh God, let's see. Based on composition alone, man,
We've also the
It
Schmeckel,
depends.
the betting has been started, so maybe you'll be impacting this as well.
Ooh, maybe. Hopefully, no one loses any schmeckles on my account. I want to give this game in
Another friend.
favor to Blub, just purely compositional wise. They did a really cool thing in the draft with nullifying this top lane theoretically, obviously on paper. We'll have to see how terrifying Arthur Dent is compared to Fireflans if he can still turn the lane around and win against this Kled. But I think a lot of the upward trend strategy was riding on snowballing this GP into the mid game and into the win. But compositionally, you have this late game Hecarim, Orianna, Shen combo, which is extremely menacing, right? You just ride the pony into the enemy team with a massive shockwave and Shen taunt, and it's just GG. And Kled has a great time as long as he doesn't get behind. He can pretty much just split whenever he wants against the GP and join fights with his big old charge. And Olaf is Olaf. We all know what he does. He runs at you. He chops at you.
It's an angry man with
But
axes.
yeah, he's just an angry man with axes. Sometimes an angry bro with axes. But he really doesn't do too much once the game goes past 25-30 minutes. So yeah, that is my prediction. Where I'm going with Blub.
I see that we have 3K bet on Upward Trend. You've got just a couple seconds left to bet. If you want to bet those schmeckles. Maybe earn yourself some sweet schmeckle wealth. Someone you don't know says scientists confirm Olaf is in fact Olaf. Too true and well said. Ol No Name encouraging people to double down on the Blubalicious bet. Of course, I was going to call people cowards and say if you had any courage, you would bet on Blubalicious. And someone you don't know claims to be a scientist, which I am not. I don't know how I feel about that. Someone you don't know. Sorry, Huge. I know that we're casting together right now. I've got a bone to pick with someone you don't know every once in a while.
I see.
One day we'll settle it in a grudge match in the ring.
He has a lot of badges next to his name. I don't know. One of those could be a scientist certification.
Oh, listen.
Could be a degree.
I know he's better than me, okay? But that's not the point. God damn it, someone you don't know. I will meet you in the cage. If the LPLCS was the WWE, this would be me walking out at the end of the match and throwing a chair at you. I think I need to switch the screens now.
We are loading into the first match of the rematch.
The first match
Love.
of the rematch. Yep.
First and only match. The last match of the rematch. I don't know.
Or it'll go to a best of 3, which will be really interesting because it will have, when you look at a best of 3 series, it's not just about the gameplay, right? There are these emotional and mental stakes as you play through. Who wins the first game? Who pushes them to match point? All that stuff. I wonder if there's been a bit of a reset. This is unusual that you would get several days of a break to reset your mental, come back into the game fresh. So we're going to see if Blubalicious can take this from square one, not act like their back's up against the wall, and just go for it. And we are about to find out because we are into game 2 of this matchup. Game 1, of course.
All right.
From several weeks ago. Or 1 week ago. Doesn't seem like
that mental reset. Definitely gonna be, I think they're both coming into this with a clean slate, despite the 1 game advantage.
Yeah, I completely agree. I like this little sneaky sort of invade over here. Good reaction. Seems like both teams are just gonna chill. They don't want no smoke. Not this early in the game. But I imagine it's going to get scrappy. at some point or another. Where do you think, so you said top focus a lot while we've been looking at these teams here. Do you think that's where the first blood is going to be, or do you think conversely, by there being such an overt focus on it, that top's going to be up for a little while?
To see, both junglers are starting bot side, which means that, you know, by the time they hit 3, they will both be contesting that, you know, that top side scuttle, maybe looking top. So definitely the jungle presence is going to be top side in the early parts of this game. Well, I don't know like anything about these players or these teams or the junglers, so I can't really tell you if I think there's going to be a first blood or if these top laners are just going to handshake. If they're already trading early on, trading Qs, GP actually missing out on the first CS. I thought he was missing more, but he actually has not missed that many yet. But Kled does have the push going. Yeah, I do think this top lane can be very volatile there, Chance.
You're kind of our, you know, our baseline here. You haven't seen these guys play before. You don't have any sort of bias. Just call it as you see it situation. Nice barrel chain there. Yeah, we've also got, you know, I've been trying to get back to gold since I went 3-7 in my promos. Ended up in nice old silver 3. So if you happen to be down in that range, be sure to say hi. Been playing a lot of ADC recently, and lots
another barrel
of Jhin and Kai'Sa matchups here. Ooh, Happy Cloud goes in, lands the stun and the dash on Dalian right there. I don't know if this is gonna turn into too much of anything, but Orianna getting a lot of auto attacks off.
That's really just the classic Sylas into any range matchup. Really, he has like a lot of burst coming in at level 3, but he really just doesn't quite have the damage this early on to finish off any kills, and he's going to take a lot of damage backing off from these trades.
Yeah, it's pretty much unavoidable. We've got something happening on the top side here. Almost a dozen here with the double buffs. He does unmount that Kled, but now almost a dozen, losing a lot of health, but that does help Olaf kind of. But first blood going to the side of Blubalicious, and we cut over to a fight here. Dalicenti can't even try to put, oh my god, with the auto attacks, is he going to get it? One more, there's the flash, and he gets the auto attack down. That is 2 kills for Blubalicious, off to the races right away.
Blub coming in hot with this early advantage, and you know, top action right away. 4 minutes in, 3:30. Both junglers meet up at the crab. Kled did have lane prio at the time. He had pushed in this GP, despite, you know, being at a slight CS disadvantage, and he was able to rotate first onto this Olaf, and he got that grievous wounds. Kled has, I believe, like an 80% grievous wounds on his Q if the tether goes through, and you saw that really do work on the Olaf. He was trying to drain tank and just absolutely got shredded.
Yeah,
and now Fireflance has double buffs is going in.
He absolutely is. He gets dismounted, but oh wow, he actually goes pretty low there. Happy Cloud diving in on the mid lane, fighting this Orianna. He's a level down, but he gets that level right there. But Orianna just being brutal with these autos, definitely realizing the advantage of being ranged there.
Ori was able to get it back, TP'd in as well as the Sylas, and she was only able to buy a tier, whereas this a Happy Cloud was able to pick up some more AP in the Dark Seal. One of the most gold efficient items in the game at the moment. Fully stack is a needlessly large rod worth of AP plus some health. Only 350 gold.
It's a steal on the market. Mid laners hate this trick.
This one trick. Oh jeez.
Oof.
And yeah.
So Infernal Drake up for grabs right now. Blubalicious making me want to say maybe we'll see a game 3 here. I kind of hope that we see a game 3 just for dramatic sakes. Ooh, the ult comes out from Orianna just to show that she could. She had the level advantage. Might as well use it.
Just is able to E away. Orianna doing it mostly for some lane pressure there. Looks like she might be getting ganked here, but no, Olaf is just pathing his way through to the bot side of the map.
Yeah, where they went, sometimes when you give up a couple kills early. Oh, sorry, never mind. GP ult comes in right there. The Orianna ult comes out, but they're going to get that kill. It goes on to Happy Cloud, but Hecarim comes riding in on a bunch of ghostly horses, and he does get the return kill right there. The junglers are going to back off.
More global ultimate on the side of Upward Trends. They end up trading 1-for-1, and Blub is holding strong with this 1k gold lead. Looking like Upward Trends, though, despite losing or trading mid laners, I suppose, they are going to be the ones to move on to this dragon.
Ooh, Arthur Dent versus Fireflans right here. Oh, a lot of damage going down. Arthur Dent looking very low. Flash forward from Fireflans, a flash away. The Q doesn't get it. Arthur Dent maybe looking to do one last Q. He doesn't have ult. He just used it. Two men with the thumbs up. Hecarim comes in and gets the kill. Wow. Oh, Orianna Sylas.
Oh
wow.
My damn.
Okay, so this Sylas matchup, as he gets more damage, obviously, he's gonna be able to do more.
Bought a lot of books, a lot of AP, and he is putting in work onto this Orianna now. He's gotten out of the little bit rough early game that Sylas tends to have into these range. Shen.
Ooh, Shen here, a dash away. Shen does get the ult, comes out. Do they have the damage? I think they actually might. Well, maybe
Olaf's
not.
here though.
Yeah, Olaf is here, tossing out those axes. Woo. Chunking more than I would think.
They decide not to keep going into this fight, but wow, a lot of fighting going on, and this GP is really getting focused by the Hecarim. Already, lots of action going on in this top lane.
Hey, this is a bit off topic because, like I said before, I normally play ADC. Did they change the color of amplifying tones? Is the book red now? He just
upgraded. I wasn't really paying attention actually.
Oh wait, look, Orianna's got one right there. Yeah, I think that's a different color. I swear to God that book was yellow before. Chat, let me know if I'm wrong. And I'm reasonably
I don't know. That's
sure
not something I really noticed.
I don't know, man.
A book's a book.
I
swear a book, LeChance.
Swear to God that book was yellow. They're going to be turning on to this Infernal Drake. Picking it up pretty easily. No contest there. What do you think the best soul for each team would be?
Infernal. Both teams would definitely love Infernal, so obviously that's not on the table right now. But, yeah, I mean, there's multiple damage sources on both teams. I would love an Infernal. Next best thing would probably be Ocean or Mountain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fair enough. We'll see what comes to play, depending on how fast they pick up these dragons, of course. God, I played against the Maokai earlier today.
Oh,
that
here
is
comes
so
the
annoying.
Pony again.
Yes, he does. The Pony Express knocks that Jhin out, but Olaf is here as well, and they're turning some damage. The ult does come out. They actually are able to finish off the Jhin, and look, they get a double kill here on Olaf. Macho Melon going down, almost no health, and he does go down in the end, and almost a dozen, wanting to feed this kill to Happy Cloud. Look at this coordination right here. That is how you work together as a team. Oof. And they get the ult too.
Just better, more people coming in hot on the side of Upward Trends. This Olaf had a really great counter gank. The Pony really just sent himself there. He did manage to trade for the Jhin, but he had a pretty big shutdown on him that he gave over. I believe it was like a 100, maybe 200 gold shutdown. At the time that he just sent in, and that's a very big Olaf now.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at this. I love it. I love it when people give up wards to their ADCs. It was a bit of a fake out there, right? He shows himself clearing that ward, sticks around in that bush. Maybe just for a little bit of protection, a little bit of extra insurance there.
A little bit of protection, maybe a little bit of opportunism if Blubs did decide to hard engage on what they would have thought would be a lone Jhin. but he gets the recall off, gets his full Gore Drinker and tier 2 boots. All that action bot lane really coming in to accelerate this whole off.
Now
He is huge.
Ooh,
he is running.
Yeah, he is not going to be stopped. And Hecarim is here as well. Actually, oh, Kled. I didn't even hear the Kled thing. Kled comes in here, does get the kill onto almost a dozen. And now it's just Happy Cloud versus Fireflans right here. And Hecarim going pretty low. They get another shutdown here. Maokai's in the area, but I don't think GP's roaming down just yet. They're just going to turn that over.
300 golds in shutdowns collected back by Blubs. Though the gold is closer now, only a 500 gold lead.
Yeah, that's been a lead that Upward Trends has been slowly crawling back from.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna be looking to maybe press onto this turret, maybe even dive the gangplank. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah, he's got Olaf
without
coming
the
as
Kled
well.
ult.
All right, they get the stuff. Olaf shows up. He does reveal himself. He
Hecarim
smites
is in
onto
a
this
lot
Hecarim.
of danger.
Yeah, okay, but the charge and the ult to get out of there. If GP had ult, which he does have in a little bit, you can get that kill here. Ooh, Happy Cloud following this Orianna right here. Goodbye.
Oof. Delcente really in the wrong neighborhood here. Left out to dry.
Yeah, showed up. I think you could, maybe not necessarily late, but just showed up after the fact and promptly taken down. And
I really do think that as soon as you see the Olaf there, you just run your way right back out.
Right.
If you're the Hecarim, if you're a Gebedarius, I don't know.
Dude, some of these names, I truly just don't even try. Some people have taken it as a challenge to just stump anyone who would ever have to cast. For example, the fact that Upward Trends, they don't have a team name. It's just a picture. Ooh, let's see here. We got
the flash.
Flash. Yeah, absolutely. But it looked like Hecarim pulled back a little bit right there. Maybe a bit of a miscommunication. Either way.
Hecarim and Orianna weren't really close enough to follow. Oh.
Okay, Olaf running right at him. Hecarim does go back in. Orianna ult dropped. Shen channeling as well, trying to keep his teammates alive. And the Jhin pit is opened. 2 kills. Oh, sorry for Hecarim right there. Happy Cloud walking away and double kill for Jhin. All right, he dodges the ball right there. It's 2 potentially squishy targets. Can Silas get the kill right there? The heal comes out and he goes down. And it's just Gangplank and Jhin left in a 2v3. I don't think anyone's getting this dragon right now.
2 for 3. This second dragon is really heavily contested for being a Cloud Drake. There's just a lot of TPs being blown here for some fights, a lot of action, a lot of traded kills, but not a lot of objectives really being picked up here. But you know, this Kai'Sa is now getting quite fed. 2 kills on her. Got 2 more kills into Hecarim. He already has his completed Trinity Forest. Almost done with Hysterics too, just waiting to complete the item.
Oof, almost a dozen wants this. Axe goes out. Yeah, they want this fight again. They've been doing really well in these fights, Upward Trends has, and even though they're a little bit behind in gold, seems like they're really eager to keep taking them. And honestly, probably this dragon. Kai'Sa's here, Shen's here as well. The taunt goes out, but doesn't connect. Yeah, I don't think anyone...
All here, this dragon is melting.
Yeah, that's going to be theirs. Wasn't sure if Hecarim was going to try and ult over just to get the cheeky steal. They decide it's not worth it. And they're probably right.
Worth it for a second drag. That's also a cloud. And it will be Ocean Soul. That's going to be coming onto the Rift. Very powerful for both teams. Brings a lot of sustain to these team fights. Oh, ooh, Happy Silas going in.
To respond with the Ori ult right there. Let's see a flash away from Desante. Hecarim here as well. He channels the ult, but he goes down before it gets done all the way. And the first turret in the game goes down on the side of Upward Trends.
Yeah, Blub really playing these fights well. Hecarim really
forward. Wow, Olaf wants this. He misses that axe right there. Camera cuts away. Apparently nothing important or exciting happens.
They just back off. Flash blown for not much.
We've got two pretty low towers right here, one on each side. Jin just needs to get like one more hit onto that tower. But they're going to leave it there for the time being.
They don't want to risk getting taunted into turret range here. That's just going to spell an instant death for anyone with the Kraken Slayer that Kai'Sa already has, and the Hail Blades with the burst damage that Kai'Sa really does bring right now.
Yeah.
They are playing it safe.
Which, you know, seems like the smart move. They're a little bit down, but every time they drop down, I feel like it's been one successful play followed up with an unsuccessful play, kind of on each side. Sometimes that's just the rhythm of the game, man. You know, you just go up one play, you go down another, and almost doesn't. Speaking of making plays, right back down here in the bot lane, he has absolutely made it known that he wants this bot lane to succeed. He's actually been all over the map. I've been really impressed by almost a dozen. That dude is everywhere.
He's here just to make sure that you know, VZ and Berserk are able to secure this turret. It was already low. They really want to pick up that standing gold and free up their bot lane to start rotating around the map and you know, push down some other objectives, especially with Rift Herald coming up very, very soon. I would think that that's where the bot lanes are headed.
Yeah, we've also, you know, we see Hecarim already in that area. Olaf maybe making his way up there as well. Well, seems to be pausing to grab some wolves. Maybe they're just going to let this one go.
Yeah, Olaf is in a strange position right now, considering that his bot lane was able to rotate.
Great rotation right there. Jin dropping this ult. Matcha Melon dodging best he can. The flash over, but the Shen ult keeping Kai'Sa alive, and so much damage. That's exactly what you were talking about before, the damage output that Matcha Melon can dish out. Yikes.
Just to support Maokai with god,
and
Party
Hecarim coming
Pony
around the end.
in.
Visi trying to get to safety right here, but so much damage being dealt. He does go down, and they get a kill in response. A teleport, but okay, Hecarim ults back in. Happy Cloud lands the stun right there, but is Hecarim going to get out? There's so much damage being dealt. He does get the shutdown, and Arthur Dent able to get some assists from across the map there. Wow. That was a sustained fight in ones and twos.
Let's say that was some really showing off the lead that this Hecarim here has. You know, the full 2 items. Starek's really coming in hot to secure those kills under turret. Silas was able to pick up the return shutdown though. Even though it doesn't look like he's doing too hot, he is getting a good chunk of gold. Do you remind me how you pull up the gold in the spectator?
I believe it's X.
X. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
He's actually up in gold to this Orianna, despite, you know, his not as pretty looking score.
He's got
a lot of that is going to be from that shutdown.
From the shutdown that he just got right there?
Yeah. That was a extra 600 gold to his pocket for killing the Hecarim there.
Whew. Well, they say owning horses is an expensive hobby, and Hecarim is a horse, so he clearly needs that money. They're dropping this Rift Herald here. All right, something's gonna happen here potentially.
Oh, they meet in the bush.
Happy Cloud finds Desante. Ori ult goes off, and an Ori ult in return. The mirrors. Let's see. Silas flashes forward, and he gets the kill. Doesn't show on screen, but it happened. I promise.
Deleted Orianna.
Ooh, Happy
so
Cloud
hard that
he is
Silas is just deep.
Okay, so this is interesting. Now they're on the Dragon, forcing the team to come back. Kled ult does drop right there. Jin in the backline. Let's see what he can do. Gets an auto on Fireflans, but he had the ability... Oh, sorry, he was mounted right there. And now it's Olaf fighting Kled right there. We've got 2 kills on each side. Back onto this Dragon. Let's see, almost a dozen first Kai'Sa and Hecarim right here. Let's see, Happy Cloud and Olaf. Can they get the kill? But the Hecarim ult goes down. Red team does get the kill and the Dragon, and they get the rest of the kills as well. Sorry, I got really scattered there. That was a lot happening. Oh my
That
god.
was a very long fight. But yeah, Upwardtrend able to pick up the ace, largely on the back of a Happy Cloud picking off Oriana before the fight ever broke out. And once again, Happy Cloud dies, but he secures his team the dragon, the ace, well, unofficial, the delayed ace, and the all gold parity for the first time this game.
Now,
Big moves.
yeah, next move that has to be made here, of course. So they get that dragon. Now, so all right. So this constant back and forth. You don't really have a way to stop the Hecarim from killing your backline like that. He has been just so willing to dive into the backline, kill folks. I guess the Maokai is the response there, right? You can CC him for a little bit, but obviously there's some other priorities that need to be taken care of. You've got the Kled, you've got the Shen, you've got the Kai'Sa able to dive in the Ori. They really do have a fantastic comp. Like that, their team fight is pretty bonkers, very buck wild.
Very scary, and like the key piece of their team fight here, the Hecarim, is also the one with the most gold, the most experience, and it's just a huge threat. You ult in on the Hecarim, it's so hard to peel, especially with the big AoE fear when you land, and then even if you peel the Hecarim, there's going to be a Shen riding on his back. Right here, Shen
Speaking
coming
of
in.
the Shen coming in right on this Hecarim, he goes golden, Happy Cloud, trying to buy himself some time. I don't know if he's going to be able to get a kill here. So much damage from him, but he does go down. I have to go to the bathroom so badly, but it's so clear that they're going to fight for Baron in a second.
They are fighting
ulting
right
on
now.
top of this Kled right here. Can he unseat him? Yes, he can.
He loses
the
the
rest
barrel.
of the kill. Oh, he's so low. They're both so low. Kled trying to reseat himself.
And you can see that Kled grapple hook really cutting down on the Gangplank orange healing. Is barely able to get out there. And another fight.
Yeah, Jhin opens up the pit, dropping down these ults. If he can get those last hits from the backline, he does get one kill right there, and Olaf gets the other. Teleport coming in. They have got some numbers right here, and wow, great W from Jhin. Hecarim gonna run away though. Because he's a horse. He gets to do that.
The horse, he runs away. And that should be Baron over to Upwardtrend. It's 2 dead for nothing in favor of Upwardtrend. Now Blub is looking to be on the back foot. They really have to like take a step back and re-examine how they're approaching these team fights, because they are not getting onto the targets they need to be, and they're not protecting their priority carries either.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately.
I mean, I feel like it felt like Blubalicious was in the driver's seat for a little bit now, and that just turned on its head. All right, I'm gonna go and run and use the bathroom now that Baron has been secured.
Okay, I'll do my best to cast this Baron power play. It looks like Upwardtrend is going to first reset and spend that gold that they won off of that Baron fight. Turret picked up here by Gangplank. Arthur Dent really backing on this barrel, is probably about to pick up a really big item here, but a fight is breaking out over this non-existent blue buff area. Both teams setting up for the dragon. I will say though that Blub looks like they might be getting collapsed on. Pinched, but no. Just both teams playing very cautiously, sweeping out vision. Blub definitely looking to be a little bit on the back foot without that Baron buff, even though Fireflans is the one with this top push. Of course, he still has his teleport while Gangplank does not, so they really are looking to see what is going on in this Baron, in this Dragon pit. Dragon yet to spawn until several seconds, but a fight is breaking out. Jhin opening up, Gangplank ult comes down, Horse runs right into the Olaf in the GP, and has just exploded all by himself. No Shen ult. Oh my goodness. And this is just Upwardtrend running over Blubalicious. Kai'Sa going to be the last one to be picked up there, and it's a clean 5 for nothing.
That's what we call
Clean
a rout.
ace.
That's nuts. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You did great, by the way. That was fantastic.
Thanks.
Oh my god. I can breathe again. Hey, is this game over? Is that what just happened right there?
This game is probably over at this point. We got a third drag picked up. Baron buff pushing down 2 lanes here. This is going to be likely at least 1 inhib turret picked up. Looks like Happy Cloud and BZ are backing off to scoop up those jungle resources while GP picks up the bottom lane turret with that Baron empowered minion push. And both, and they're very happy with what just happened. 5 kills, a dragon, 3 turrets, huge gold swing, huge Baron play here for the side of Upwardtrend. 7k gold lead now in the span of about 3 minutes.
Dude, let's talk about patience, because that is what Upwardtrends showed us here today. I think it's pretty safe to say Blubalicious was kind of beating them around the head in the beginning of this game. They gave up a couple of kills, and then they just kind of sat on it. Made moves when they could, responded when they had to, and now we're sort of seeing, I don't know, we're seeing some great coordination, some great late game fights, and I say that still agreeing with you that Blubalicious has, I think, a better 5v5 composition when it comes to fights.
No, the sapling steals away the red buff.
Oh,
that's a CEO support move right there, boys. Oh,
yeah, I hate to see it, but it happens.
I hate to see it. Oh god.
No, listen, this
you know,
is
just
that was on purpose, of course. Maokai with red buff. Oh, speaking of fights, though, we've got a fight breaking out right here.
The Shen delivery
dives really deep into the backline right there. Shen alive. Kaisa does get the shutdown there onto Olaf, but they're backing up, and Delsante now find him face to face with the
chocolate
pirate.
whiffs.
Yes, it does. Oh, Arthur Dent flashes, gets the Q. God, when those Qs start to deal a ton of damage, it's just fantastic. And Maokai taking the Kled train. Vizzy with the follow-up damage. It's just a matter of if they can clean this up, or Vizzy, or if Fireflans can turn this around at all. Almost.
Oh, not quite.
Almost gets back on to his companion. Is Kled the little guy, or is the horse?
Kled is the ratchety little Yordle, and horse is Scarl.
Oh yes.
Horse is Scarl.
Wow.
I gotta say though, that was really just you know, Upwardtrend smacking Blubs with the gold lead there. They actually kind of almost got an ideal fight. Unfortunately, the Orianna Delsante was not there and able to support the dive onto the Jhin. But yeah, what we saw there, we saw the Hecarim ulting in with the Shen on top, and you know, I believe it was the Kled diving in as well. But just that Maokai was able to peel off with the help of this Gale Force that VZ bot, was able to survive.
Ooh,
and
let's see
turn
here
the
though.
kill.
Hecarim riding up, trying to pick a fight with Happy Cloud here, but almost doesn't is here as well. And Gangplank is always
no
there.
way.
Super unfair that he gets to fight with his whole pirate ship off of the map right there. Oriole does tag 2 of them right there. Hecarim is forced to ult away, but Olaf says, I'm actually not going to let you get away. Flash forward. Delsante looking real low. Happy Cloud going over the wall. Misses the dash, but he wants to make this happen, and he does. And I'm getting flamed in chat by someone you don't know for saying that Scarl was a horse. Listen, man.
Oh, you know what? He's got legs.
He has horse-like features. Aren't we all just different degrees of horse? I don't think that's too crazy a hill to die on.
Some more horse-like than others, but
yeah.
you know, we don't really want to talk about that kind of stuff on cast.
Yeah, no, of course. Oh, Macho Melon going down to 0 health, because that's what happens when you're killed in the game of League of Legends, which is exactly what's happening right now. Upwardtrends finishing off the team of Blubalicious, probably gonna finish it on this push right here. They've got the numbers, they've got the damage. Looks like they're just gonna have a little bit of fun, although Fireflans is really making him work for it. The flash forward, he says
solo kills the GP.
yeah, I like that. Hey, Might as well. And the beam gets a shutdown right there as well. Do I think they're going to turn the game around? No, because the game just ended. But what a fantastic match that was. Absolutely wild. Ton of back and forth. Over 50 kills. 55 kills to be exact. Yikes.
Yeah, that huge explosive fights coming into the mid game, and really, I have to say, Upward Trends just played the fights better. They played the fights better. They were able to play exactly how they wanted to. They were able to get the Hecarim to overcommit with his ultimates and just focus him down before his team is able to follow up on the fast, charging horse. And they take it away with better gameplay.
Absolutely. And it looks like we've got some requests for interviews. We've actually got a little bit of time. I think we are going to do those other games. And we've got about 10 minutes till those start. So we do have time for an interview. If you'd like to send your chosen champion, just hop into the community channel and we'll pull you on up. Either team, both teams, and we'll talk to y'all. I'll pull him back in. Yeah, he can hop back in. Folks, we're joined today by someone who's actually usually up here for another reason. A Happy Cloud. Welcome to the consulate. Baked you some special macaroons today. Congratulations on the win. How does it feel?
I don't know if they were in the channel for most of that. They've just been hopping back and forth.
Interesting.
Got some low budget Discord plays going on right now, so
here we go. Happy Cloud, let's see. He shot me a message. He says he can't connect, which is very weird. That's very, very odd. All right, well, let me see. We're going to do some live. Did that work? No. Huh. That's super weird. Interesting. Yeah, let's try something. 1 second. Hey. Can either of you... So weird.
Now, I can't connect to that channel for some reason.
That's so odd. Well, we're live here on the stream. Happy Cloud. And we've also got Vissy here as well.
My 80K. First things first, shout out to Vissy. Happy birthday. It's his birthday today.
Oh my God. Happy birthday.
birthday. What a birthday present, winning the series.
Yeah,
that's
of course.
my gift to you.
Guys, a wild game. A lot of back and forth. In the beginning, you guys gave up a couple kills there. What was the conversation that happened after that? How did you get back onto the proverbial horse and show up with the W today?
Well, pretty similar to our first game against these guys. We just they were very coordinated in the early game and they had a plan. And our team is pretty good at dying early to stupid stuff. Our bot lane dies a lot, taking fights, or in this game we just took
I'm
some
one half
bad,
of the bot lane. That's a Joe thing, bro.
took some bad fights. But the cool thing about this squad is we're all pretty chill, so we don't really get tilted by stuff like that. We're just oh, okay, whatever. It's obviously not the end of the game. We know our comps win conditions, and we know that if we play against if we play out our the fights well, which I think we played the fights pretty well and during the game, then we're gonna win. Also, they had the Shen Hecarim combo, but it's a lot less intimidating if Shen is the support, because he gets 6 a lot later, and then when he comes in, he's not very tanky, so he can be bursted down, and he's not offering nearly as much. So we just realized that okay, well, we just have to play to our win conditions. We have Silas, who is very strong with the Hecarim ult, and then we had just good scaling from our top and just basically every lane, and Olaf to kind of facilitate fights, and Keegan recovered really well, which is awesome. So and that's almost a dozen. Sorry, but he returned as well. So
Yeah. Almost doesn't really looking like he got the business when he gave up first blood and double buffs to Fireflans so early on into the game. What was the comms like when your top lane carry Arthur Dent suddenly has to face down this double buff first blood Kled?
we know that we know that Gangplank isn't going to be the early game carry anyway. So although it might make his lane, difficult, like he knows how to play the lane out safely and not die or avoid dying. I think maybe he got ganked, but
He got ganked quite a bit.
yeah. So he knows like how to play the game out, and we also had a comp where we could play through any lane. And Arthur, although he's like very good, he also like doesn't mind and can play weak side super well. So he's okay. Like, okay, well, let's not give top much attention. Like, we can focus on mid and bot and play out our comp that way. And yeah, again, like I said, we don't get like tilted. He's just like, oh well, like that was a call where one of the things where like we thought maybe we could fight, but they just had the angle, so Keegan like knew he was gonna die, and then we just had to recover a different way, and we made it work. But yeah, obviously it's not when we don't want Arthur to fall behind, but he always finds farm and stuff, so he got farmed up real good.
He absolutely does. You guys played real great. We see it in the assists too. You guys had 32 kills, 70 assists. Like, really good team play from you guys. Aside from the happy birthday to Vizzy, which once again, of course, our official congratulations, we will be sending you a cake with a flavor of your choice. Also, those sort of singing telegrams, we're going to be sending several of those to you as well, to your place of work. And we're just going to let you pick out an address, a random address out of a hat, and we'll send one to there as well. This is where all the funds go. Anything that you guys want to say to your fans out there or anyone watching the stream?
Actually, I did want to say, I put my boy Berserk OG on blast a little bit. I was messing with him. I will say, I did the least damage that game. My man hard out damaged me. So, shout out my support, the best support in the league. So, that's my boy.
Even after that red buff steal with the sapling?
Yo, you should have heard me scream when that happened. On God. I was like, no way. Like, that did not just happen.
I think the only thing I have to say is shout out to the people who watch us. The Glue Eaters has kind of been like a namestay the last few seasons, and although that the Glue Eaters team has split into two different teams, we're still under that like moniker of just having fun and playing and scrapping and being and just trying to have some good games. Also, shout out to the other team and their manager, Ryokluj. We had like a misunderstanding with the scheduling, and so we had to push the series back, but it was like handled very well. And so that's always nice, right? Because sometimes you go into these leagues and there's like he said she said type thing, but when you can just like look past that and go over like, okay, well, how are we going to solve this, then it worked out. I would say watch out for us. We're ramping up. That's all I'm gonna say. We played very low, or we were very low practice after the holidays, like a lot of teams. So give us a chance to ramp up. We have our support. Berserk OG hadn't played with any of us before, and he was very quiet. Now he's speaking up, even like yeeting himself across the map on Maokai, stealing red buff.
Absolutely empty.
Yeah, so he's figuring it out. And yeah, I think we're going to be good.
Just a quick question about that. So Berserker OG, when did he join your team? Was that like this past week, or was that when you guys founded this?
That was when we like decided to make the team. He's one of Vissy's friends, and we had played with him before. I think he like subbed on a different roster. But
yeah, he's one of my friends in real life.
Yeah, he's one of his friends. So we just he just was like, oh, get my boy Joe in here. He's gonna pop off. And then the first like few times we played, not a word was said. He was just like silent, but he was just making plays like this like silent stoic badass. And now, he's we're like getting a lot more of the communication going and all that good stuff. So, but yeah, I'm excited. I don't know who's playing next. I'll be watching for sure, and then I'm also excited just to watch more of the CEO League this year. I think we have, or not this year, but this season. I think we have a lot of good teams. We just played Acclivity. They were pretty good as well. And then we have our Downward Trend team and Naughty Boys. So I'm excited to see how the season plays out.
Yeah, shout out Downward Trend.
Yeah,
Yeah, shout out
absolutely.
Downward Trend. Not all, we got revenge for you, but we also beat the team that beat you. So you suck.
Your mirror image, lifting them up, smashing them down within the same breath. Well, guys, it's always a ton of fun to talk to you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and once again, congrats on the win.
Thanks, guys.
All right, I'm gonna jump back up to this other channel. Now, listen, guys. A more skilled individual would be able to simultaneously talk to you, provide some sort of entertaining content or commenting, and then also do all of the stuff behind the stream. But I'm not that person. I'm not even sure if I've met that person. I know they exist, though. Also, Keegan, I like what you said there. One might say they're trending upward. Yes, they are. God damn, what the hell? All right, I just started reading some of the other things. Thank you, Dewey. That's very kind. Damn it, Keegan. So we are going to be streaming another game right now. It's going to be Glacial Equinox versus Internal Tilt. Internal Tilt, one of the winners from last season. So should be pretty entertaining. Is really our goal. Okay, so what do I have to do? Thank you so much for asking. Well, first I have to go into these documents and I have to edit who's playing who. So this is going to be a commercial league game. So, see, all right, edited one right there. So this is going to be a commercial league game. So this is just going to be a 2-game series. Let's see, actually, is this commercial or is this econ? Is this... or executive. So it's commercial, says someone you don't know. Awesome. Fantastic. This is Division 1 commercial. Look at this. If for some reason you ever thought that this wasn't a live thing, of course, it absolutely is. This is Twitch. Although I guess you could just stream a television show or something to Twitch. That's neither here nor there. You just hear, nope, we're all good.
Unranked players?
Yeah, man. Oh, dude, we are in, we're in another world now, but also, oh, I love that they're all unranked. All of Internal Tilt is unranked. This is fantastic. Let's see here. I'm just gonna whip the stream around. We're going to jump right over to this. Ignore all of the logos. Let me put this up. Now I'm going to hunt down the logos and see where they are. So this is huge. This is Internal Tilt versus Glacial Equinox. Internal Tilt was the winner of the, I want to say, the Economy League last season. So this is a tried and true team. Of course, Velveteen Sky, dubbed the Prophet of CC, Dr. Forgenborn, their mid laner. But we've got GE here with all of their names having GE in front of it, and I love that.
Commitment.
Absolutely. You dress for the job that you want. Dokemon Master says, if you got offered a record deal, would I go by Lay Chance the rapper? If I got offered a record deal, it's because it's a trap. So no, I wouldn't go. I can't sing. And I can barely talk quickly. So I wouldn't go by that, but something along those lines probably. Also, I'd probably get sued. Yes? No? Who can say? All right,
It is La Chance, after all.
Right. Yeah, I could just keep that. But that is almost certainly not going to happen.
We're hopping into the draft here.
Hey, huge. Oh, have they started? Let me switch this over. Oh, yes. All right, perfect. Well, you guys look at that. I'm going to try and figure out where the proper icons are.
I'm actually on the stream right now. I don't know if you switched it or if it's just the delay acting up.
Ooh.
But Shen is the first ban on internal tilt, and then GE are returning with an Echo ban.
Now, I wonder if any of these players watched the last game, and if any of that is going to impact their bans or their drafting or anything along those lines.
Yeah, I mean the gameplay looked really strong in that last game, despite being set back by the early plays. He was still able to come in hot with his items and just impact the fights across the map with his global. But honestly, two very different teams in this match in a different league. So we'll have to see. I'm sure they'll have their own preferences and their own pocket picks for whatever may happen in this draft.
All right, just a fun little update. I found one logo, guys. One logo down and one to go.
And the first round of bans is finished up. Shen, Zac, and Katarina banned away by internal tilt, while Glacial Equinox takes away the Echo, Kane, and Zed. And already we see so many assassins banned away right off the bat.
Sorry, I made the logo so big. I didn't do that on purpose, guys. It just happened. It just is so big. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Top quality.
Top quality, low budget. That's our motto.
Beautiful. Under promise, over deliver. We're going to get that inscribed in Latin.
Oh, I just saw it pop on stream. That is a menacing logo. I gotta say, Glacial Equinox looking to win out on this game just based on icon menace alone.
Oh, Jesus. All right, now I gotta find internal tilts. Okay. Hey, if you're watching this stream and you have the internal tilt logo, why don't you shoot that over to old LaChance here. Old LaChance, who definitely knows what's going on. All right. Okay, it's not.
We're heading into the second round of bans, and Cassiopeia taken away. It looks like neither side has picked a mid laner yet, and Glacial might be target banning internal tilt mid laner, looking to really choke out Dragonborn's champion pool with Cassiopeia, Orianna, Zed, and Echo all banned away. Yeah, I have to say the early drafts from both teams are very relatively non-committal. They're both kind of telegraphing that they want front-to-back team fights with heavy engage, potentially wombo combo with that, the Malphite picked up on internal tilt, Jarvan picked up on Glacial Equinox. We have a Misfortune and Seraphine. Seraphine very strong in the support role, can also be flex mid lane. But this champion is just a little Miss 200 years right here. She heals, she shields, she charms, she stuns, she roots, she does execute damage. Everything you could want in Seraphine. And it looks like Internal Tilt are going to fire back with Leona. Really one of one of the champions that can really get on and burst out the squishy support.
Now, I just want to acknowledge that I'm 100% leaving you out in the lurch here. Hey, Velveteen Sky coming through, shooting me the logo. Perfect. But we're a mere few button clicks away from having this all sorted out.
Internal Tilt really having to think hard on who they're going to pick for their mid lane here, with so many champs banned out from the pool. I gotta say, this is going to be an important pick too. As you can see, the rest of the Internal Tilt team is really just meat bags that you kind of throw at the enemy carries. To
Meat
CC
bags that you hurl at the enemy. Perfect.
And they do settle on the Syndra. Definitely one of the very meta mid lane mages right now. Very powerful, has an enormous amount of burst damage and very decent consistent damage. With those just endless balls in your face. Oh god, Lissandra. Wow, both of these teams really just want to go in. They just want to press their buttons and throw themselves at each other. We're gonna have a jousting match on the Rift here, I think, LeChance.
That is fantastic. I can't wait for that. I love it when teams make a conscious effort to scrap.
Another friend.
Thank you to whoever Masaruk. Oh, thank you, Masaruk, for the follow. Thank you, Joe F and WLMRC. Thank you guys so much for joining us here at the Low Budget LCS. We will see you at the board meetings. Okay, hold on. We almost have it all set. Okay, that's done. Thanks, folks, for being so patient as I limp along here. GE.
And Masaruk, thanks for joining on that recommendation. We are an amateur, low budget, champion league championship series league here, just to bring you the finest competitive content from anywhere between silver and diamond.
Listen, Masaruk, if you have heard about about the LCS, think of us as a less prepared, generally less organized. We have less finances, but we have just as much drive. And I think that's what's most important.
We have the heart. We have 200 years of collective heart.
Walmart LCS. Hey, man, you've got it. To the T right there.
And yep, the pro draft is finished up. They are locking in their champions here, and we will be getting into the game after some competitive integrity happens. Whoa.
Ooh, yes.
What
Betting
exactly
is
do you think?
gonna be. Oh, Dewey, you're a goddamn sweetheart.
Oh yes.
So betting is going to be enabled. Ev Dingus, if you are out there, once again, if you could get that set up. So we will have that set up. Somebody made a good point that Leona, Velveteen Sky, a huge fan of Leona, known for their Leona and for their Zyra, which was, you can see was part of the bands right there. What did Velveteen Sky end up picking? What was the?
They picked Leona.
Oh,
yeah.
They did pick Leona. Okay.
They did pick Leona.
Yeah, that's going to be an issue. Velveteen Sky, very, very comfortable on this. Dr. Forgenborn also very comfortable on Syndra as well. And honestly, listen, I'm just familiar with the internal tilt team. I know that these guys can scrap, and I actually watched GE play last week, and I liked what I saw there as well. So I'm hoping that they've looked at their games last week. They said, okay, how can we improve? And they're going to come here and clash in some pretty cataclysmic ways. Ruffian, this is game 1. We're currently at 0-0. The CEO game was game 2 of their 3-game series. But this is, make no mistake, this is not a 3-game series, guys. This is just a 2-block. So no matter what, we're getting 2 games.
We're getting 2 games, and game 1 is going to be explosive. Just looking at the 2 team compositions going on here, you know, we have a Malphite Leona on the team of Internal Tilt. Just they're gonna hurl themselves in there. They're gonna do their best to just get on the squishy backline and wreak havoc with CC damage, more CC. Honestly, you know, if I was GE Fox, if I don't flash that Malphite ult, I'm just gonna throw my keyboard out. Like, what are you gonna do? You get Malphite ulted, you get Leona ulted, she jumps on you, she stuns you, Syndra stuns you, Nunu snowballs you, you're an absolute, like, it's just over. So, what we're gonna have to see, you're gonna have to flash that Malphite ult in order to be impactful in a team fight, and GE's side, on the other hand, is looking to bring, you know, it's kind of the same team, just with a little bit of different flavor to it. You know, it's still looking to go in. This one has a little bit more of that, you know, sneaky long range engage from like maybe the Seraphine ultimate or the Jarvan flag and drag over a wall into the Cataclysm.
Mm-hmm.
So there's, yeah, they're both different flavors of meatbags, I have to say.
Yeah, it's gonna be a slap fest here. Ruffian says Denny's at 3 a.m. I realize that I've been telling people that they're welcome to join us at the board meetings, but they might not be aware of the particular lore behind the instructions as to where they should go for these board meetings. We meet at a Denny's in, I believe it's Vermont. I believe. We are banned from the Denny's. We're also banned from the state of Vermont. We have to sneak in. Now, you'll get to the Denny's and you'll see that the doors are closed. The lights are off, and there's a thick chain of steel wrapped around the front doors. That's because they don't want us coming in. But that's okay, because we know Gerald, who is the assistant manager of the Denny's, and he lets us in around the back. Now, we all cram into that Denny's, into the boardroom meeting, which is really just the show space there where all the tables there, and we conduct our meetings there. So please meet us at that Denny's in Vermont. Once again, take great caution while traveling to this Denny's. An enormous amount of subterfuge we will have to bring to bear in order to get inside. The only Denny's I've been to was in Tokyo, and you were craving American food? Hey man, I lived in India for a little bit, and there was a diner that their whole thing was American food, and it felt like a Denny's. It wasn't a Denny's though.
Sorry, yeah, I'm leaving you out to dry this time.
No. Please. Sorry, I was just looking at the Masterok. Yuji, do you want to say something?
I mean, I kind of zoned out on the Denny's, so I might not make it there. Unfortunately, I'm probably gonna get picked up by the Border Patrol.
Yeah,
or something.
The Vermont Border Patrol, a feared force. And I'm LeChance, Masterok, the one that went on a Denny's rant.
I am huge.
Yes. This is
with the less sexy voice, of course.
Damn it, Huge. You're beautiful and I won't hear anything but that. You've done a fantastic job and you deserve to be recognized for it.
I'm very grateful to be praised by your more beautiful voice. I have to say. Yeah, I have to admit it. You've got a gorgeous voice, LeChance, and you know what? Just flaunt it.
Listen, it's neither here nor there. All we've got to say is we're coming into this game, game 1 of Internal Tilt versus Glacial Equinox. Masterok, if the Discord invite doesn't work, can we get one of our mods to replace that? I'm pretty sure we've been setting it as the internal or as the eternal one. So, maybe click on it again, but if it doesn't work, no worries. We will get that to you. I don't know, Ruffian, or if somebody who knows can just drop that maybe in chat. Oh, perfect. Awesome. Fantastic. Glad to have you part of the community as we get into this game 1. Hopefully.
one full skin squad too. I just want to throw out there that's great. We get to see all the Riot Artwork team's hard work and dedication in this game.
Well said.
As both teams load onto the Rift.
Ruffian asked if we're betting on this game. I've sent some messages to some people. I'm hoping that we've got someone on the way to implement the betting. Even if we have to do it halfway through this game, I do believe we're going to have betting for it, which really, it's not a flaw. It's a feature. It'll just give you a new circumstance in which to consider how much you want to bet and on who.
Speaking of betting, my caster bet is going to be on internal tilt.
Ooh.
Mostly just based on the fact that, I feel like their meat bags have a little bit of an easier time going in than the other side, and they're not exactly leaving their carries out to dry either, because Kaisa can follow up with her ulti, and then all of a sudden, you have all your tanks going in, and your carry now has no peel. She just peels herself, throws herself into the enemy team as well, and it's just a big fun fight. So that's gonna be my take.
I think that's solid reasoning. I gotta follow up. I do agree. I do think that internal tilt maybe has a little bit of an easier execution, but I want, if Glacial Equinox is listening to this, I want them to just prove me wrong. Anytime you're bet against on, we could be caster cursing internal tilt as it is already, but I want to see them step up and slap some folks around.
Yeah, so far my predictions have not been good. The last game I bet on Blub. They lost, even though they did look very good early. They ended up
did.
losing.
Ooh, Dr. Forgenborn, speaking of early, getting ganked right away. An immediate flash out here. Sai walks forward, gets tapped, and a flash. First blood goes to Lissandra and trades it for a kill or a death of their own. Whew, 2 minutes in.
I'm gonna say worth. First blood, worth, baby.
Yeah,
absolutely. That level 2 gank from the J4 absolutely devastating here.
Now, I'll say this, though. Dr. Forgenborn, a lot of punching from the meatbags up top. Dr. Forgenborn did grab a substantial amount of CS right there, right away, but I do like that Glacial Equinox is just sort of laying the groundwork for this game. They're saying, hey, don't slip for even a second, because we're going to be there. We're going to take advantage of that. So we'll see if they keep that up for the rest of this match.
Yeah, and this mid jungle duo is going to be a huge portion of the engage power from the side of General
Glacial Equinox.
Like my mind, Glacial Equinox. I was about to say General Electric, and I'm like, that is not the name.
Now that's not to say that we wouldn't be beside ourselves if General Electric did start League of Legends team. That would be huge for us.
They're diversifying their assets in these trying times.
Exactly.
Big stun, big damage.
Yeah, Dr. Forgenborn dealing a lot of damage here, even a level down.
Was that Dr. I thought that was Dragonborn. Jesus.
No. Trust your instincts. You're right.
Dragonborn? Forgenborn?
Well,
I like Forgenborn better.
Dr. Forgenborn is what I've been calling him for a long time. I'm what the kids call dyslexic, and just sometimes read too fast for my own good. So I said that for Dr. I called him Dr. Forgenborn for weeks, and it kind of stuck. But listen, Dr. Forgenborn didn't go to medical school for 8 years for us to say that he's not a doctor, all right? We gotta respect the degree.
Yeah, fair enough. Big respect. Sorry for not recognizing.
Oh, here we go. Speaking of respect, Velveteen Sky maybe walking up too far. Fatal flash over the wall does result in a death. What can you do?
Unfortunate, and we got a kill going over onto the Misfortune. The set is actually getting poked out in the top lane, and being Commercial League, I'm gonna have to put this down to poor itemization and perhaps runes. I wasn't able to see what the secondary is, But if Set just takes Doran's shield and second one revitalize in this matchup, Malphite is just gonna run out of mana instantly and never be able to poke you out of lane. But he did go with the D-Blade start. I once again, I don't know what his secondary tree is, but this is why you're seeing, you know, this.
Well, we're also
this
seeing
massive...
Nunu coming up around behind here. Let's see if Duelist maybe trying to line up a flash here. Does have the shield, but is gonna go on. Was Flash used there?
Yeah, Flash was used.
Okay. I guess I just blacked
he
out.
flashed to just, you know, kind of get a little bit of distance away from the Nunu, but he wasn't expecting the Dokimon Master, or, you know, as I'm gonna call him, the Drift Master, to really 360 that snowball and smack him up.
No, he did. Oh shoot. There is a manga. It's also an anime. Somebody help me out. It's just about racing cars. It's like internal drift or something. It's something drift. It's all about drifting. This kid learns how to drift with a cup of hot coffee in his car. I don't know. Somebody knows what that is, and let us know at some point. Ooh, Velveteen Sky landing the CC right there. They do walk away. They're standing in a bunch of minions.
Yeah, the cleanse here picked up really just to counter that Leona all-in, is able to just cleanse and walk away.
It's 100% Intel D. Thank you, Skiddo. Absolutely. There's a lot of great racing arcade games that came out of that as well. Ooh, speaking of games, though, Guilty is not playing one. He stuns Dr. Forgenborn here. Great follow-up CC, and they are going to turn that kill over to Psy.
Ooh, and yeah, that's just the regank onto the Flash of Syndra. Just seconds before her flashes up. That's got to be like 30 seconds left on the Flash, and I'm sure they kept track of the timer. Just called in this J4 on the level 6 with the Lysandra, and it's just the freest kill you can imagine. So much CC coming on to this Flash of Syndra.
Yeah, no, they want to kill Syndra. I mean, I imagine they're going to be coming back there a lot. Clearly, Jarvan making his intentions known. Duelist and Impassable going at it right there. Always so deceiving to watch a Set's health bar. He's always got that shield locked and loaded and ready to go. But speaking of Intel D, buckle up. We've got a lot of kills pretty early on, and I can only imagine it's going to get crazier from here. We haven't even hit level 6 yet in a lot of these lanes.
And this Lysandra level 6 has already been impactful. I would really love to see her maybe roam down to this bot lane once that cooldown is up again, to try to get a big kill before Miss Fortune Sun is up.
Speaking of big, they're gonna try and go for this. All right, Dragon slain, but Psy does go in. Are they gonna try and turn this into a fight? Ooh, Psy goes down right there. Orgasmic Jukes may be able to, dashes over the wall, gets Fox right there, and Dr. Forgenborn chasing Guilty down, does land a stun. They don't have vision, but now they are. Lysandra with the Jukes this time, gets over the wall, drops the ult, flashes over the wall as well. Whew, Dr. Forgenborn out of mana.
Deep.
Very, very deep. I love escapes. Let's see if they can pull it off. They are tagged. Orgasmic Jukes, though, hey, he's wasting a lot of time one way or another. I love this. Oh my god, Guilty might be able to get away with it. Going for the suicide. The kill goes
Unfortunate that the Kai'Sa was able to tag that W just seconds before, so he's not able to pick up the execute.
Yeah, good thinking, though. Went on a joyride there. Oh, Set grabbing him. Impassable fighting inside of this minion wave, but it doesn't matter. Malphite's going to get that kill.
Yeah, Malphite's just got so much armor at this point that Bramble Vest and the Ninja Tabi really just making Set tickle.
Yeah,
Minion's really not doing much either.
Yeah, sometimes maybe you take a fight that you shouldn't because you're surrounded by minions. It's the crowd pumping you up, but is Nunu going to get spotted out on a ward here? See the warning pings go out. They're going to back up. And Nunu's just going to clear this stuff out. So, next dragon, not up for a little bit. You know, we're 10 minutes into this game. The feelers have been put out. The warning shots have flown across the bow. Both these teams showing each other what they can do. Speaking of, we've got people walking around, turning into corners. Let's see, Dr. Forgenborn lands a double stun right here. Velveteen Sky as well, but Guilty with a great ult is not tagged by Leona, but does end up being trapped there. And Psy, low health, nowhere to go, gets taken down by Dr. Forgenborn MD. And now they've got some money in their pocket.
Guilty and Psy are just both very deep without any backup or priority from their bot lane.
Hey, Orgasmic Dukes
Velveteen's
wants to turn this into something. Maybe
looking.
Maybe looking. The drift pulled off, but he runs out of gas before he gets to the target. He's gonna back off a bit there. Master Rook saying Caster Curse is a myth. Apparently, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. We'll see. We'll see.
We will see.
We're also.
I gotta say though,
yeah,
they're definitely having a very big lead.
Oh my God! Prophet of CC bringing the good word, dealing damage all over the place. Orgasmic Dukes, great follow up there. The flash and the double kill goes over to Kaisa. So we're 11 minutes into this game. Oh, Dr. Forgenborn, Guilty looking for the escape here. Lands a stun with the ball he had already dropped there.
What a stun!
Doesn't.
That's super main.
Yeah, that was really good. That's why you go to medical school. So we're 11 minutes in. It's 10-3. You know, 3K gold lead right here. Glacial Equinox is not at all out of this fight. How do they come back? How does their Cinderella story start to happen? What do you think they have to do to put themselves into a good fighting position?
I think they need to look for these shutdowns with their really powerful single target pick potential. They have Lissandra, they have Jarvan, and they have TP on their set. Like there is a 500 gold bounty. Oh no!
Great ult right there, but who else has ult? It's the Syndra.
Yep. Hits the outplay button, just deletes the Syndra.
Oh, double flashes! Oh. Really good instincts right there from Dr. Forgenborn. Gets out of the situation, and Set is here to dunk on him, but he's got a buddy. It's Malphite. Ult's right on top of Duelist right here, and the Nunu's channeling, but he brings up his shield at the right time. He probably would win this fight if it was a duel, but it's not. It's a 2v1. Good try, though.
A good try. Dr. Forgenborn flashing maybe a little bit too scared. He had two teammates right there, and it's really just it was an 0-2 set running out, now 0-3. But you know, like I was saying before, GE really has to, you know, use their ultimate cooldowns wisely here, and they need to target these shutdowns. There's, you know, there's almost 1,000 gold worth of shutdown, just now ticking over to 1,000 gold of shutdown on the side of internal tilt to be picked up here, and they're mostly on squishy targets, neither of which have cleanse. Syndra and Kaisa don't have cleanse. Neither of them have flash now either. So, you know, if you get a coordinated play into this bot lane, into this mid lane, it's definitely still possible to shut them down.
No, absolutely. And really good point that these are on, you know, feasible targets to take down. Especially, you know, I think Glacial Equinox has been feeling this out, and they've shown they're not, like, afraid to play aggressive. They're not afraid to take these fights. And if they are able to pick up some of these bounties right here, let's see what breaks out. Psy throws the spear out, does Cataclysm, has all three of them in. A Cataclysm right there, and a great wombo combo. Guilty goes in right over here. Orgasmic Jukes going low and dies, and now it's a 2v1 against Doki Monster right here. Or the Dokimon Master, my apologies. And Fox and Seraphine chasing him down. But, I mean, that was a 2 for 3. Glacial Equinox really still has some fight in them. We talked about ease of execution before, and there it is, a wombo combo. We were talking about it on the side of internal tilt, but clearly Glacial Equinox has a excellent team fighting strategy if they can pull it off there as well. Wow.
The three-man Cataclysm was just absolutely massive. Straight into the
revenge coming here. Let's see. Dr. Forgenborn lands the stun. Misfortune actually might be getting out of here. Let's see. Ooh, the channel, though. So much follow-up. Both CC and damage right there. Wow.
You just get run down by this phase rush Nunu. It's too fast, too much CC. And he's so tanky from all of his presence across the map. Already has his mythic tank item, Sunfire Egg is completed, and just tanks up that turret like it's nothing.
Yeah, that's a rough spot to be in. But that was just 2 kills there. I do want to point out they had still won a fight when they were, you know, still 3.5k down. So very, very possible for them to come back here. They just got to be patient. They got to take these victories when they can get them. Oh, let's see though. Dr.
Stun
Forgenborn,
lands.
so strong.
Oh, that is so much damage. That is a very, very fed Syndra, and even if you have just won a fight, you are still behind.
Now, Velveteen Sky is fine. No, you're right. I mean, this Syndra, so strong. Dr. Forgenborn, he's got a PhD in pain, and he is ready to dish it out this game.
Yeah, beautiful combos really coming out of Dr. Forgenborn. Just deleting whoever he chooses to. We can see the Syndra already has 2 items completed. That Luden's Tempest really giving so much magic pen, so much damage. And yeah, looks like we might be in a bit of a lull for the time being.
And
no
as you say that,
growth.
cast a curse in reverse. Guilty coming out here, gets onto the back line, gets the shutdown onto Kaisa. Yeah, I mean, goes down there. They do actually get the double kill, and Seraphine might be going down. Dr. Forgenborn comes back. Nunu gets the kill. The Dokimon Master walking away with a little bit more gold in his pocket. But that's another reminder. Lysandra just got a double kill there. She was 2-5-3, and she killed a 7-1-1 Kaisa and the Seraphine. And I believe got some
big
shutdown there
combos.
too.
Seraphine actually was the one to pick up the Kaisa there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unfortunate, but she scales very well with gold regardless, so it really isn't a big deal that, you know, he picked up one of the kills.
A forced flash. Dr. Forgenborn
Oh my
once again
goodness.
picking up a kill in the bot lane there. It's
Yeah,
so
Dr.
rough.
Forgenborn is just running around, pressing R, just pressing R on people, just getting those kills for free. It seems like.
Yeah, I mean he's at that point for certain. I think they kind of need to, you know, leave a little bit of like the weight on, like onto this Lysandra, like trust in that power, get some more gold onto her, and Misfortune just needs to be just a teensy bit safer because they are that far ahead where you can just get deleted.
And the guy really pushing into this jungle here, trying to get that vision down. They are prepping up for this Rift Herald.
They
While
are. Let's see.
Impassable and Dokimon pick it up. Oh, Lysandra doesn't decide to take the claw.
Yeah, that was one of those moments where I'm sure they were thinking about it as well. As like, I might be able to get one if I just go in. Oh,
Yeah, and
Sai jumping over the wall. Let's see if they can pull off the wombo combo. They can't. Too much. Also, Cataclysm not down. A great Malphite ult right there. Misfortune ult in return. Actually gonna get 2 response kills.
What a wombo.
And let's see, Set is gonna throw him into the backline, maybe a little bit too far. Fox, Dr. Forgenborn so low, and Guilty goes down. It's a double kill for Kaisa. These fights, Glacial Equinox, I feel like Glacial Equinox is like 2 ingredients away from an amazing dish. Like,
They are not giving up no matter what, and really they're trading kills. It's really not that bad if you're behind. Now, unfortunately for them, Eternal was the winner of that fight. They will be able to pick up this dragon, and it is their 3rd dragon. Ocean Soul will be really huge for this Nunu and Malphite. They're just going to become absolutely unkillable once they pick that up.
if I'm Glacial Equinox's coach, what I'm going to tell them in between these games is, listen, guys, you can win these games. You just need to cut your fight off at like the 2nd, 3rd. because you're almost there. You're winning these fights, you're getting these kills, but then you're pushing just a little bit too far. And understandably so. Guilty going in right here.
Just stunned forever.
Yeah, let's see if they can get Dr. Forgenborn. Oh, they missed that last skill shot right there and obliterate Guilty. Rough.
Yeah, rough. And
Almost had it.
Just slightly off on the timing. And, you know, Dr. Forgenborn picks up his 8th kill of the game. Has not really spent much of that money yet. You can see he has almost 1,000 gold in his inventory right now. But they are turning onto this Baron with that pick.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to pick it up. No real way for Glacial Equinox to contest at that exact moment. So many poppable targets on both sides, even though, you know, I mean, Jarvan's going to be somewhat... Oh, wait, let's see what we got here. A stun right out of the gate. Wow. Really, really well done. Guilty flashing forward, and they're getting as much damage down on Dr. Forgenborn as they can, and they actually get the kill. A really well-played fight there, drawing them in maybe a little further than they wanted to be. Oh, and an ult here from Impassable picks up a kill on the back end. Yikes. See, like, that's what I'm saying.
Both mid laners just overstaying their welcome just by a little bit. You know, Dr. Forgenborn had 1,000 gold just waiting. Didn't decide to take the reset after picking up that Baron. And then they get picked up by the teleport. And then, you know, Guilty overextending at less than half health. No longer has that ultimate. Was unable to pop the stopwatch in time, and is yeah.
Absolutely. Oops, Psy going in right here. Velveteen's guy landing some CC onto Duelist. Now, Fox is here as well. They've got the Misfortune ult, and they let loose Impassable, trying to stand in the corner, and it works to some degree or another. Psy's going to have to back off, and Guilty goes into the backline, gets a huge 3-man root right there, ults themselves, but a double stun from Dr. Forgenborn, and a return amount of damage that absolutely 100 to 0s them.
Top laner traded for mid laner, but the carries are all alive. We have to see. Oh, the base dive.
Yeah, absolutely. But it results in Nunu going down. Like, I'm telling you, man, Glacial Equinox can absolutely win games like this. They just need to, like, pull back just a little bit earlier. And am I a professional? Do I have the, like, know-how and experience to promise this? No, of course not. Guys, I'm Silver 3 right now. But still, it's just, you know, a passing observation here. I hope that they see it as well, because this has been a crazy scrappy fight, or game. And in games like this, where there are constant fights, you have more opportunities to flip it on its head.
There are tons of opportunities, and Internal Tilt really has been pushing their advantage, you know, to the limit. Really, you know, diving Nexus, or diving into the GE's base, this early into the game, despite their lead, you know, they are punished for it. They give up a big shutdown once again, and you know, the gold has really just been hovering at the 7k gold lead for quite a while now, despite winning so many fights and getting so many, getting Baron really. You know, they really they've gotten one turret off the Baron push. So this game is really up in the air. We have to see how well Internal Tilt push the rest of their Baron buff.
Ooh, Orgasmic Jukes jumping in so fast, just obliterates
just assassinated. Yeah, this is one of the most popular Kai'Sa builds going on right now. See Kraken Slayer, Collector, Runeans. You get your Q evolve very early. You have that lethality and that crit, and it's if you land a W on a
right here, Dokimon Master following him up as well, and now Duelist is going to be caught on the other side. Let's see if they can get out of here. Duelist Maybe trying to go for the kill. Dr. Forgenborn, though, on a double kill
silent.
already. A flash away. A double kill for Kaisa. A double kill for Syndra. This is exactly where Internal Tilt wants to be. And for dinner, they're going to get Soul.
Are gonna get Soul. Dokimon Master picking that up by himself on the back end, while Althine Sky just tanks up this inhibitor for his team. I mean, really, that's the gold lead finally coming into play when Internal Tilt isn't like over pushing their limits, I guess, over pushing their lead by diving the base. You know, you see this fight in the jungle, and it's just not even close, unfortunately.
No, it's not. You know, when you're in games like this, you do want to hold on just to see what you can do to turn it around. But this is a rough situation. The Soul, the gold, just the position in general, and a minute till Baron is up. They're going to make a push to get this last inhib. Probably.
Yeah, Malphite has already passed the 400 armor mark. Even if he's just going to be that solid front line, and I really don't think anyone can kill him.
Yeah, he's pretty freaking big. And he's been flexing on that for sure. Dr. Forgenborn going to pick up the blue buff. Yeah, the Syndra one-shots taking their tolls for sure. Yeah.
20 stacks on the Magi's, backing with. We'll have to see what she picks up, but that's a lot of gold to be spent.
I would classify that as incredibly concerning. 20 stack Magi's, never good if you're on the other team.
Yeah, 2 large rods picked up as well. Only a couple hundred away from that death cap, but with Baron spawning, looks like they're just going to start it up. And all of G is just kind of stuck in their base clearing these supers, so this is probably going to be uncontested.
Yeah, I gotta say...
wow, look at that Sunfire damage.
I know, it's pretty nuts. Internal Tilt has been playing a really good game here. You know, from start to finish, just responding to, you know, those early ganks as well. I'd say probably with the sole exception of some of these like deeper dives, but that has also just been them flexing their power. I think that's actually been good for both of them. Ooh, Guilty. Going deep in there, but they go golden. A good flash away right there. Dr. Forgenborn walking up, trying to get a stun. Doesn't get it. Orgasmic Jukes follows up with the ult, and Leo goes in as well. Guilty's going to be gone. And that is most of the damage right there.
Yeah,
this
that
might be the end. Teleport's coming in right here. Impassable probably looking for an ult. Psy sets up a good Cataclysm. MF falls up with the ult, but they just don't have the damage this game. And Internal Tilt is going to take down these last towers and blow this Nexus up. Oh, a turret dive right there.
Oh, they are diving the Nexus.
They got it, though.
Pick them up. Yeah. Kaisa really dumping out the damage straight at the end of the game. Baron buff supers clapping the Nexus. And that's game 1 in the favor of Internal Tilt.
Absolutely. We're going to hop into game 2 in just a second here. Looking at those damage charts, Dr. Forgenborn and Orgasmic Jukes topping the charts.
As expected, 12-4, 15-3. Just so much damage coming out from these carries.
Yeah, it's nuts. Let's see. They are going to be making that other lobby. Norway Pete asked, wait, where's the LBLCS logo? Pretty sure it's in the top left corner of the screen. Unless you're talking about our new... Oh, IT stands for Internal Tilt. Don't listen to Dokimon Master. He's on the team. Oh, let's see here. Let me invite you as well. Let's see. Perfect. Inviting you to the game.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, okay.
Their cap, It's information technology. You goofballs. All right, so from game 1 to game 2, we just saw like a very, very strong performance from Internal Tilt. If you're Glacial Equinox, what changes are you making in the draft, if any, going into game 2?
I think both teams kind of went into that game looking for a very similar game plan, but Internal Tilt was able to pull it off better. If I was GE, if I was Glacial Equinox, I think I have to just ban away these comfort picks. Yeah, the Leona was instrumental in getting Orgasmic Jukes the lead that he had going into the mid game. Despite the cleanse, this Leona was still able to work. Velveteen Sky just relentless in locking down and landing those ultimates to get his ADC fed. So I really want to see a Leona ban, maybe even a Kaisa ban. She is a very meta ADC right now, very powerful with that Collector Kraken Slayer build, and is just able to get onto the backline and assassinate someone very easily.
Yeah, definitely some easy, hopefully changes to make here in draft. Let's see. Just going to misspell pro drafting pretty hard. Let's figure that.
Pro. Low budget typing as well,
Yep.
It's not a big deal.
Hardcore low budget typing. If we lived in a time without autocorrect or spelling check, it would be wild and very difficult for me to conduct business. All right, that is the... Let's jump. Oh, that's the podcast intro. Oh my god. And it look at it wiggle and waggle right there. All right, that's cool. I didn't know we had that. Gonna go to Pro Draft. Let's see. Beautiful. All right, we've got the Pro Draft up. I'm gonna drag those icons in real time across the screen. We should have some music. What I promised last time that we'd have some music, and what a bold-faced lie that turned out to be. We'll work on it. What kind of music would you like to hear? Light jazz? Maybe some indie rock? Maybe just some chimes blowing in the wind?
I think we're approaching radio talk show territory here. Taking song requests? Oh my.
Yeah, we're always 2 steps away from just being a radio talk show.
I am the right pro draft, or have they just not started yet?
I think it's just not started yet. Lo-fi?
Okay.
Lo-fi hip-hop would be great. Absolutely.
Oh, let's get some hype music going. Come on, this is game 2. We just had an explosive game 1. Get that lo-fi out of here. Let's go.
That would be pretty great to sort of intentionally try and cripple the emotional stakes by playing the opposite music of whatever. Loki the Fall says, "Can I get a glue woo?" You know you can. Hard metal. Let's go.
Hard metal.
We could get some hard metal. Maybe some bassoons or some piccolos. Maybe some orchestral music up in here. Get some cellos and violins. Or perhaps maybe just a singular man on a hurdy-gurdy. We can get some hurdy-gurdy music up here.
Jason saying that game was a little one-sided. I mean, if you just look at the endgame score, it does look one-sided. But I have to say, GE definitely put up a fight all throughout the game. They never gave up. They kept swinging. And there were points that, they had an opportunity and just barely wasn't able to grasp it. So although the end game was, quite one-sided, I have to say that game was probably closer than it looked on paper.
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of thing that we were talking about. Do I play the hurdy-gurdy? I don't play the hurdy-gurdy. Do I know what it is? Yes, I do. Do I love the sound? Of course. It's fantastic. It's a goddamn medieval computer. Piano, and are we all just listing off the instruments that we either play or were forced to play in the 6th grade? That was the alto sax for me. Did you play any instruments in middle school or otherwise?
Of course, I am. I guess no one really knows since I am new, but I am Asian, and as an Asian, I did play piano, so played violin.
Fantastic. Dude,
as a wee lad.
how long did you play the violin for?
Oh, jeez.
Yo, I tried to teach myself the violin in quarantine. And
Oh,
I
how
got
did that go?
it went okay. It's just that I've realized that something that's really important to me is being able to use whatever it is I'm learning. And unfortunately, I couldn't play anything that would have made enough sense for it to be played for anybody else. Of course, we've all played the recorder before. Oh, baritone sax, that's the big boy, right? No, that's the tenor sax is the big one that you could just club someone with. I'm pretty sure.
I think baritone sax might be the bigger boy.
Is it the bigger?
I mean-
What's the too big one?
Tuba.
Tuba.
It's
All
not
right.
even the same instrument.
That was
Hey,
good. That was very
that's
good.
a big one.
Baritone sax is the big one.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
Barry is bigger.
Barry's bigger. That's how you can remember it.
I mean, in general, the lower you go, the bigger the instrument.
Sure.
So that's a good rule of thumb to go on for. And we have really just been completely neglecting this draft.
Oh yeah, for sure. But this is
Um,
also low budget LCS, so we have a little bit of leeway when it comes to discussion topics. Clearly everyone is sharing their instruments and stuff. No, but we have. I believe I switched the icons. Yes. Okay. I like.
No, I mean, we have very similar bands coming out. Do you see the Kaisa band coming out on Glacial Electric or Glacial Equinox
Dude,
this
you're
time?
halfway
They really
there.
don't want
You're
to say it.
halfway there.
Hopefully, by the end of the series, I can get 100% of
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah. Listen, goals. It's all about
Goals.
growth.
Yeah. But yeah, we have the Kaisa band out. They're banning out the Malphite now too. They really don't want to see that powerful engage tool, the point and click knockup extraordinaire. And yeah, I mean I like what I'm seeing from these bands. They're adapting from game one. I don't know if they've really identified all of the power tools that Internal Tilt really used last game, but we'll have to see what they decide to ban out with this last ban here. I
Yeah.
really want to see a Leona ban, but they're gonna go with the Jax.
Interesting. Very interesting. Maybe they've got a bigger plan here, but I agree. I would have liked to see a Leona ban there as well. Someone's saying, "Don't sleep on ham boning." Is that the where you put that wire in your jaw or something along those lines? Also the spoons. Don't forget about the spoons. Ooh, a Tryndamere.
Ooh, Tryndamere locked in too. Wow, blind Tryndamere. They don't know who Glacial Equinox are gonna pick. And it's a Mordekaiser. Huh. Mordekaiser Jace. Wow, this could actually be a Mordekaiser mid then.
Very interesting. Now the real question is Leona what they want? No, they've already got Seraphine. That's why they didn't ban it.
Yeah, they didn't ban it, and they did pick Desire earlier. That kind of just flew by my mind. But
We were
yeah,
talking about instruments.
Yeah, we were talking about instruments. Yeah, God, the Syndra is gonna go over to Internal Tilt again. Dr. Forgenborn really showed off, very good mastery of the champion, getting off some great combos, great stuns, and great one shots once he was far enough ahead. So we'll have to see how this goes out. I really don't think Mordekaiser mid can do very much against a Syndra. He's very immobile. His skill shots are slow, and I really think Dr. Forty-One is just open to take over the game again.
Yeah, I mean, he is clearly someone to be feared. I mean, we'll see. This game twos are always interesting, right? Because you have that immediate learning that comes from whatever happened in game one. And at least outside of CEO, we don't do best of threes or best of fives until we get to playoffs. But boy, I can tell you, after 11 weeks of best of twos, it's really interesting to see these leagues take what they've learned and say, hey, we've got another opportunity to strike back. And let's be clear, that's what a lot of this is, right? This is all to get to the playoffs. So these teams are laying the groundwork for their growth, and it's fairly early on in the season. So hopefully, Glacial Equinox learning from these experiences.
Ban is looking a little sus. I don't know what happened, but Yone is banned out on the side of Glacial Equinox, which was not in the pro ban. There's a fresh ban as well. I think they're just, putting on a little bit of a show.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as long as, the pro draft is the real draft, of course. As long as they don't ban anything that the other team is using. Masarock asked, why did it not ban on the 5th? Pro draft does that sometimes. The teams communicate. What's up, Viper Risk? Welcome to the LBLCS. Thanks so much for being our newest investor. So that's just a pro draft thing. It's the teams are communicating behind the scenes as well.
Maybe they're trying to spell something. Hold on.
Working on it backwards. Thank you,
so far,
Mama
nothing
Skewy.
really.
Oh, all right. And they're right back into it. Wait, but now there's only 4 people.
And
we're having some technical issues. That happens sometimes. Viper Risk says, I'm a member of GE Academy, came to watch our other team play. Hell yeah, man. Always good to show up. Ruffian just sent me a friend request.
What is going on?
I think that this is just a technical what have you. But Viper Risk, welcome to the LBLCS. We'll see you at the board meetings in Vermont, in the Denny's, in the back room. Ruffian says he sent that an hour ago. Whoops. Velveteen Sky up in the chat, but also in the game. It's too meta, guys. I'm going to take this moment to run to the bathroom real quick. Well, folks are getting this sorted out, but we're going to have a game coming to you real soon.
Real soon, indeed, and we are hopping right back into this draft. Hopefully this one goes a little bit better. Yeah.
Never underestimate the power of the Scouts.
I mean, it looks like G are just gonna be maybe spelling something out. I hope you're excited as I am to see, what they end up deciding. Right now we got Aatrox and Ari and Akali just banning all the A's. So maybe they won't be actually tryharding like a TSMXD. But it is what it is. They are going to finish up this draft and then get into the game. I have to say though, Mordekaiser mid. Has anyone in chat seen any Morde mid? Oh wait, no, it's Mord top. It's gonna be a Jace mid then, I suppose. I don't know about this Mordekaiser pick into the Tryndamere. It's pretty hard. Tryndamere kind of just spins onto you and chops you down. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how this goes.
Did we solve it?
We solved it. Yep.
Oh, hold on. Ruffian gifting subs again. Ruffians gifted 73 subs over the course of their lifetime here. Mama Skiwi with the heart in chat as well. Mama Skiwi equal... Okay, Mama Skiwi is Skiwi in the game. Awesome. Well, hey, if you guys are listening, I just got to say, I love the fact that you all have GE in front of your summoner name as well. Master Ruck saying, does Trind just spin and kill every... I mean, yeah, that's...
I guess the theory here is that Trinimir is gonna try to spin and kill people, and then Mordecai's is just gonna put him into the death round and like try to run away from him, and hopefully his team will win the team fight on the back end. I gotta say though that I don't know. Internal Tilt with this Trinimir pickup is probably not gonna be looking to team fight that much, maybe. You know, Trinimir obviously known as a powerful split pusher and is in a favorable matchup as well. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how they decide to play this game. Last game was just two hard engaged teams throwing themselves at each other. This game might be a little bit different. Internal Tilt really looking to maybe diversify what their game plan is going to be this game, and GE is, I don't know, their team is very interesting. So we'll have to see.
Just want to say thank you, Jason Lubbers, for playing the Oh Canada soundtrack. Oh shoot, and subscribing. Thank you so much for the sub, man. We appreciate you. We appreciate that you chose to play the O Canada song of all the songs. Yeah, Viper, we have a bunch of now. Huge can't hear. Oh, never mind. Sorry, we have the 3 minutes. Huge can't hear what those things play. Yes, there is a Canada song. It was played right there. But if you were ever interested in blowing out my eardrums, you can mess with that soundboard. Oh, you're Canadian in here? Nice. We got a bunch of Canadians in the LBLCS. All over the place. Zelius comes to mind. John Cena is loud. John Cena is loud. It is shocking. I love it. Yeah, huge. We have a bunch of soundboard things. If you look at our Twitch and then look right below, there's a little jukebox. Other streamers do the John Cena.
I'll try to refrain from blowing out your eardrums.
No, it's
as a fellow caster, I have some sympathy for you. I got you.
I
Don't worry.
appreciate. I appreciate that. Let's see. But with team on, so I put you in the right folder. Ruffian's asking what team I'm on. I truly forget. I'm mostly here to cast. I'm on one of the Buggle franchises. It's not 5 Drinks In. Oh, it's Live or Let Die. That's the team I'm on. It's Live or Let Die. Which has an interesting icon. Syndra looking to snowball again. Jace has some good poke and sustain. Needs strong CC to stop Trend. Some good poke on GE's side. Yeah, well said, Loriander. And well said, John Cena. Thank you, Jason Lovers. That's the John Cena clip. Cyrus the Dream. Yeah, I think we've got some GE fans up in here showing their support. And Ryan comes right back around with another John Cena. Sometimes it's just too fun to not play. Jason Lovers who's back with another John Cena. 3 John Cenas back to back to back. Sai got Zach. Glacial Rich is Zach the fourth John Cena. You know it, you love it.
So many John Cenas. I like the hype. I like the hype for this game too. I'm sure we're gonna see so much action. coming into this game
USA,
for sure
greatest country in the world.
with the John Cenas.
With the John Cenas.
His name is John Cena.
And a fifth John Cena with a Borat in between. Oh my god. Did I make a mistake by drawing attention to the jukebox? Robin said he clicked the wrong sound. And we're in to game 2. Another John Cena. Oh no. Oh no, I'm speaking them into existence.
It's John Cena, boys! And we're exploding onto the rift. Yeah, both mid laners taking TP once again. I don't know how well Jace is gonna do into the Syndra, especially Dr. Forgenborn's Syndra. We saw outstanding performance, and really this mid lane is gonna snowball super hard.
Listen,
either way.
I choose to believe that this is a new and revitalized Glacial Equinox, and much like the way John Cena would take the stage after a loss, they're coming back up here, flexing their muscles, covered in oil, maybe
Really
wearing a
invade.
leotard. Let's see if we can get some early fights here. This is a classic 5-stack invade. They get the wards there, toss out some CC. They want to know what's going on in that corner, and they're gonna. So now I saw someone mention that GE got a lot of the champs they were looking for. So, Dokimon Master here in the bush.
Face
They
checks.
do find him.
They find
do
him.
find Dokimon Master. He's gonna have to dash over the wall.
Double
The double
flash.
They want him, followed up by another flash. One flash for 2 in the favor of Internal Tilt, but Dokimon forced to get out of that situation. I love that Zac skin. What is
Gonna
up
be
with that?
perfectly fine though. I think that's SKT Zac. I'm not actually sure, but yeah, that's so many flashes blown for pretty much nothing. Kane is just gonna go do his Raptors, easily able to pick him up with 2 Qs. It's full health again, and yeah, I mean, minor setback, loses his flash, but is able to trade it for 2. So we'll have to see what goes on.
That's gonna
There's a
have some-
flashless Mordekaiser up in top lane, so they're
Wow.
fighting. This is the classic Tryndamere. This spins out.
Now, it's going to be some interesting... Ooh, Guilty jumping in onto Dr. Forgenborn. Got to be careful not to go too far, grab any turret aggro, but it's even health right there. Skiwi is going to get tagged right there. The Ignite goes out. Orgasmic Jukes. So much damage, but Seraphine is the one that picks up the kill there. Dr. Forgenborn lands another stun. They're going to pull back. But at least Fox is here to be able to pick up that CS as well.
And that Lucian Seraphine level 2 is just so much damage. You got Lucian classic lane bully able to dash in and instantly proc that. Press the attack.
I fear I've opened up Pandora's box. But Zac jumps in. No?
It's everything.
I'm not gonna lie,
Dr. Forward just walks away.
I thought there was going to be more than... But Guilty still here in
Zoom.
lane. Dr. Forgenborn with the last auto attack gets the kill. A rough
And
situation.
he didn't have flash.
He didn't have flash. Absolutely. The implications of those early flashes playing out here. Sai and Dokimon Master. We got double buff for single buff. Let's see. He backs off. And he's not going to go down, I think, because he's got that red buff. Now, Duelist has 3 more levels to kill this Tryndamere.
And
Hey.
this wave is kind of... Oh no.
I have spoken a horrible truth into existence. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Are they still hitting you with the John Cena?
Oh,
my
baby, we
goodness.
got John Cena's up here all over the place.
All over the place. Oh.
Now, I thought that was going to be a fight. There's been a couple of almost fights here. The kills, though, have been on... No, never mind, I lied. I was going to say they were on to the flashless members, but they just weren't. That's abstractly a lie. Velveteen Sky gonna walk up here, grab Skiwi, some more
Yeah,
damage
that's
from
gonna be a
Orgasmic
dead
Juice.
Zyra.
That is absolutely gonna be a dead Zyra. We cut over to the mid lane right here. Dokimon Master, guilty in a 1v2, gets himself out of there. And now Sai and Dokimon Master running into each other again in the jungle.
On just fighting everywhere. He's gonna have a very early form here for sure.
Absolutely, Dokimon Master. Just
Oh, the dash gets interrupted.
Oh, Duelist. Snagging Tryndamere. Oh, guilty. Guilty. Guilty goes down. Skull Cruiser lives. Oh my god, there is not balance in this world. Slipping away. Slipping away.
Internal tilt really taking over this early game, and it's all really like junglers have really just been fighting each other. This is just lane kingdom right now.
It absolutely is. Sorry, 1 second. Just needed a drink of water there. No, it absolutely is. This Jace is found itself into a pretty rough predicament. You've already got a strong Dr. Forgenborn. He's got level 6. You're on level 5. And you know this guy knows how to use Syndra. And what's more, you know, Lucian might not have as much reach as Kai'Sa did, but certainly the burst is there. And let's see, Skill Cruiser going in for the fight there, but we're going to cut back down to the bot lane. Fox doing their best to slap him away. You know, Zyra's going to get strong, and Ezreal is also going to get strong at some point, but Internal Tilt doing such a good job of hampering that progress.
Yeah, they're really putting on the pressure in this early game when Ezreal is the weakest. Typically, he really won't turn on until you get to that 2-item power spike. The Mana Moon plus Sheen item is really when he starts trying
forward. Fox dodges as well, but Skiwi, just not enough mobility on the Zyra. What can you do? We've got a low
flashes. This Zyra, after losing her flash level 1, has died 3 times in less than 5 minutes.
Dokimon Master, he's got a level up, or sorry, level down here, but Dr. Forgenborn here to even it out, dashes forward.
Then
Guilty low, but he lives. Yeah, let's keep an eye on when the Dokimon Master transforms, because he has been fighting nonstop.
He has been fighting nonstop. He has been neglecting his farm. Like, you can see, despite, you know, putting in all this pressure, he's a level down and some CS down as well. He might be getting caught out here by Guilty. Is able to get out through the wall.
This is just a 2-game series. You are absolutely right. Yeah, not a best of 3. This is for all the marbles right here. Or as many marbles as are still on the table. In this metaphor in which marbles are on a table in the games. Represent what marbles you get. Duelist getting ganked by Dr. Forgenborn. Forced flash.
TP'd in.
Good instinct.
Yeah, and really Dr. Forgenborn is coming up here to rescue Skull Cruiser. He was just getting hard pressured by this Mordekaiser. Jeez. This Kayn is still level 4. We are 8 minutes in the game. He's 2 levels down on Fox.
You know, this has been a wonky kind of game. Ooh, Skiwi got to get around another corner there. Good job on their part, just not going in, but Guilty does go in there. Survives the ult, though. Syndra's going to be without ult for a little bit.
Guilty is really not going to be able to do much against
he's tied in farm, which is kind of huge with Syndra getting those 2 kills. Oh, no. 3 kills.
One.
Dude,
yeah,
Dr.
he's able to tie up the farm because Syndra has been, you know, moving her lead around the map. She ganked bot, she TP'd top, and, you know, just has been snowballing this game really effectively with her lead. And, you know, as soon as she comes back in, she gets that solo kill. And you can see it in the items, too. She has the Seekers against a tier. Jace actually just picked up that longsword on this last death. And, I mean, you know, we're gonna see Dr. Forgenborn really carry this game again, I think.
I completely agree. You know, still very early on, lots of space for Glacial Equinox to grow. This looks like Skull Cruiser deciding to commit to
He's
this
all
fight.
inning.
He's still got ult, and Duelist is gonna go down. That played out exactly the way that Tryndamere wanted it to. He's got the rage stacks. He's got his tier 2 boots there, and he got the fight.
Yeah, there's just nothing Mordekaiser can do. He has no mobility, and just cannot win against the relentless crits coming out. Especially after Syndra forces out his flash. And once again, the Dr. Forgenborn.
Ooh,
Oh.
Skiwi does get tagged and taken out again. Orgasmic Juke's so strong right now, so much burst. It's just in a tough position to be Zyra and be like anywhere up in the lane. You know?
Oh, he gets the root.
Look at that coordination. That is a bot lane that really knows how to play together. Velveteen Sky and Orgasmic Jukes just always on the same page there. Really, really well played.
Except for the cannon.
Except for the yeah, I mean, they're going to crash a huge wave there. They're going to get some plates. This is such a rough spot. Skiwi
has to be careful walking up here.
Absolutely. Dr. Forgenborn over the wall.
Stun over the
dash
wall.
in. Oh my god. And everyone... Oh! Fox with a brilliant snipe. Let's see, in the top lane now, Duelist in a 2v1. Skull Cruiser and Dokimon Master chasing him down. Duelist just trying to back off right here. He knows he can't take out that Tryndamere. Well, the ult's up. Still goes for the grab anyways. Wow.
A very risky grab. If Tryndamere decided to spin back in there, that was just another dead Mordekaiser there.
Yeah, you gotta play this real carefully, but they might be able to get Dokimon Master here. This is actually a great collapse, and they're gonna get Scuttle as well. Maybe they turn this into Rift, but Dr. Forgenborn is just gonna walk up, and Skull Cruiser is here as well too. I don't know if they. Let's see. Let's see if they can get out of this.
Forgenborn is actually kind of low on mana, so we'll have to see how this fight turns out. But yeah, it looks like he doesn't really want the fight just yet.
Yeah, this is one of those situations where it's interesting. You've got, I mean, Internal Tilt has a massive lead right now, but it's also still very early in the game. So there's still a lot of time. I mean, let's see what Zerka can do right here. The ult gets Skiwi. They are focusing Skiwi down so hard.
The 6 deaths already.
Yeah.
You hate to see it.
You do.
I mean,
They've got the flash timer. They know that they can do that to the Zyra. And why are you going to go in on the Ezreal if you know you can kill the Zyra in no time at all?
G Guilty might be stuck in this pit,
Let's
though.
see if he can pop anyone. He can't. He goes down. Ez ult tagged Velveteen Sky, but it's just not enough damage yet.
Guilty kind of making a desperate play there. He really wanted to catch someone on rotation through the river there. Unfortunately, he just base checks 4 people and dies.
Yeah, that's a real rough situation for sure. Now Dokimon Master, you know, just able to get out of those situations. Only poking his head into places that he can get out.
Oh, takes even more. Jeez, that Kruk camp is just taken away. Flash burn. Doesn't decide to go for the dive.
Yeah, Duelist. And look at those pings coming out. They're pinging the flash out from oh, sorry. That is from the side of Glacial Equinox. So the flash pinged out. So they've got the timer for that. And they're also pinging this dragon, which is going to be coming up in 27 seconds. Dokimon Master. Oh. I thought that Seraphine was on the other team for a moment. I was like, Dokimon Master's dead. But he's not. He's fine. Velveteen Sky, though, pulled back.
Wait a second.
Nice use of that plant there. It's just going to heal up. No big deal. It is going to be a problem, though, if he's collapsed. They've got Orgasmic Jukes, and they've got Dr. Forgenborn in the area. Velveteen Sky here.
There's the stun.
There's the ult.
And the ult. Oh, jeez. Even with just a Zanya's rush, Dr. Forgenborn is so far ahead now that he just one-shots the Jace no matter what. Obviously, the follow-up from Seraphine there is what really helped secure the kill. But this dragon is definitely going to be looking like internal tilts.
Yeah, and they've got this
First turret too.
first turret. They've got Rift Herald, Pokemon Master going over the wall, but Sai doesn't hesitate. Knocks him up. But
Does have form, but has no items.
yeah. Oh, let's see how this turns out in the top lane. Tryndamere chasing Duelist down, the flash forward, and he gets the kill. And that is huge for him because there is no one around. He's a Tryndamere that can free hit on a tower, and he's got that Rift Herald as well. So they need to make something happen right there. Red team gets the dragon. Velveteen Sky goes low, goes down. Sai super low as well, though, and Guilty is now the front line, soaking up all this damage, but actually doesn't go down. They actually get that kill and are able to get out, but they lose the dragon, and that, unfortunately, is an important part right now.
Yeah, they
Oh,
lose the dragon.
Whoa,
Oh, wait a
Guilty
second.
going over the wall. Tries to go for the assassinate. If he had just a little bit more health, would have been able to pull it off.
Yeah, Orgasmic Juke's just barely living with a sliver of health, and the Jace is just so far behind. He's just gonna get more and more behind as this game goes on. Like every time he steps into lane, Dr. Forgamore just kills him with a combo. And I don't know. I'm just really confused as to why the Syndra was allowed to get through draft.
Yeah, that was definitely a bit of a misstep. You know, but it's not just the Syndra, right? All these, both the solo lanes, everyone is performing really, really well on the side of Internal Tilt. There's still space to come back, but this is looking like a learning game for GE. I hope they look back at this game and they're like, all right, here is where we can pick up some like stuff. Like what happened? How do we get into this position? Great little combo there from Fox.
It's doing a little bit of damage, but he
Orgasmic
doesn't have his
Juice.
dash anymore. Oh my god.
Yeah, just keeping track of stuff like that. And here we go, Skull Cruiser versus Duelist. Super far
There's
up,
no turret.
He can't go anywhere. He's got to fight. And I mean, the ult right there, you know, what can you do? Skiwi trapped on both sides. And Dr. Forgenborn from over the wall. This just brutal collapsing, flexing their lead as hard as they can. Gasmic Jukes takes a turret shot, takes two turret shots.
Takes a second one.
Woo! That.
Yeah, and this game is definitely done for at this point. You know, all the turrets, not a single turret even close to being chipped.
I'll say this. It's definitely in a bad spot. We've all won games we weren't supposed to win, and this could be it. Great route there from Dr. Forgenborn. Velveteen Sky going low. Fox gets the kill. Now it's a 2v1 against Dr. Forgenborn, but the man is really strong. Are they going to be able to finish him out? He goes golden and just eats up Ezreal. And Zach is going to go down as well. Just tough. Another double kill over here. Skull Cruiser running Guilty down. This Tryndamere just not
Ignite,
a small thing.
yeah.
And the Ignite gets him. Yeah, this would be I'll be frank. I would love it if GE pulled this out because the series of events would be so incredible to watch. Dr. Forgenborn, a monster. Tryndamere, a monster. Orgasmic Jukes, a monster. It doesn't
a
matter.
lot of monsters in this game.
Dude, like who?
Attack on Titan.
It really is. Like who do you run into and think that you can handle? Like Kane? Yeah, I guess. But like, you know, they just don't have the damage. Sai jumps on those.
Wait a
Skiwi
second.
Gets it all down. Can they get this kill? They do. They get the shutdown. It goes on to Skiwi right there. I will say this. I love that they don't back down. They saw an opportunity to fight and they took it right away. Dokemon
Yeah,
Master.
Skiwi getting his revenge for all of those deaths in
Yeah.
the bot lane.
Exactly. Narrative
Wait,
circle.
this Zac.
Yeah, Saya going in here. So much damage. A 3-man stun
Oh
from Dr.
my
Forgenborn. Ezreal goes down. Zac goes down. The knockup onto Skiwi here. No, Skiwi, run! Tell the others what you saw here today. Dr. Forgenborn.
I've
I
seen
can't even get that,
monsters.
though. I mean, for real. Oh, Tryndamere. So hard to play against once he's ahead. Guilty's just in a tough spot.
So much damage just coming out of the support. And it looks like that at first Ultimate Sky was looking to maybe build a support item, and then just got so fed he decided, nah, I'm gonna go for Leandries instead.
This is also, I don't know how long Glacial's been playing together. Internal Tilt has been, we know for a fact, has been playing together for like at least 6 months very consistently. So, I mean, that is paying off for sure. Oh, Velveteen Sky gone right there. Well done on the part of Guilty. Dr. Forgenborn low, but not out. Skiwi drops the ult right there. Has to just live a little bit longer. Can you get the kill? And another shutdown into the pocket of Skiwi. All right, here's what's going to happen. Skiwi's going to bring it back for him. On the back of this
He's gonna
Zyra.
bring it back. He's hit his one item power spike, and I'm not saying that like sarcastically or anything. Zyra with Leandries is just a disgusting amount of damage, no matter how far behind you are.
Yeah.
No matter how many deaths you have, you're gonna do quite a lot of damage.
Now, gold-wise, Zyra does have more gold than Kayn, at the very least, and more than Seraphine. But outside of that, I mean, the other 3 people in the game right there, Orgasmic Jukes, Skull Cruiser, and Dr. Forgenborn, have so much money. On
Yeah,
top
they
of
have
the-
so much money, so many kills. 10k gold lead. Yeah. A comeback would be really epic, but honestly, what I really want to see is how cleanly can Internal Tilt, close out this game. Because we saw last game, they were able to get leads, but a lot of times they were overextending, over pushing, and over diving, and really ran the risk of having the game slip out of the control. Because with the shutdown system, like every time you die, you could be giving over a Baron's worth of gold. If one of your Fed members decides to overextend and give up a shutdown.
Absolutely.
So that's the main thing I want to see. This Syndra has no deaths so far. I want to see if he can keep it that way. Dr. Forgenborn has really shown us such good play throughout the series, and we'll have to see if he goes above and beyond this game.
Absolutely, no, for sure. I mean, they're gonna take this Baron. I mean, that's a great point. How cleanly can they close it out? And we're seeing it's probably gonna be very. Let's see how they use this Baron. I think they were hoping to kill it a little bit faster. Well, they still had some minions to empower in that lane, but oh, Dr. Forgenborn, he's up here. It's a
Ezreal's in the danger zone
yeah.
of the R. Just by being alive, you're in the danger zone of a 7-kill Syndra.
Yeah, I mean 705, so strong. Dr. Forgenborn is just massive right now. Only one in the game who has not died yet.
Looks like he plans to keep it that way. He has the Zhonya's, has the Medjai's, is gonna be looking to stack that up. And Internal Tilt is pushing down all 3 lanes right now with their Baron empowered minions. And I mean, we'll have to see. Like, Lucian is definitely gonna be able to get this turret. There's no way.
Yeah, let's see. Oh my god, Skiwi goes down right there. Duelist not able to get that kill. Skiwi, though, trying to pick up a kill.
Look at these
on the
plants!
back end.
The burn?
No, Tryndamere gets out. Here it is.
Tryndamere just barely gets out.
Dr. Forgenborn, I mean, just...
Oh
I mean,
no, goodbye.
like, what do you do? What do you do?
I guess you sit in base.
I mean, that is exactly what Internal Tilt's forcing to have happen right here. They could even end on this push. I don't know what their
It
plan
could.
is.
I mean, there's like 2,000 gold in the
oh
inventories.
my god,
of
look at the damage
multiple
right there.
members.
Maybe a misclick with the Orgasmic Jukes dueling
Diving
on
the
top
fountain.
of the pad. Literally a 1v3 kills them on top of the healing pad. Gonna probably take out Duelist here right well. Very impressive from Jukes right there. Jumps in onto Skiwi, another kill, and the game is theirs. Wow.
Game
Fierce.
is theirs.
Everyone on that team, Dr. Forgenborn, the Dokimon Master, Gasmic Jukes, Velveteen Sky, and Skull Cruiser crushed it that game. And I think, you know, that's a game that slipped away from Glacial Equinox. I hope they watch that back. I hope that that's like a learning game for them. Just wild.
Yeah, honestly, a game like that is very hard to take away from, because honestly, like every single lane just lost. And the biggest part would really just be the draft here. Like you drafted I believe the Mordekaiser and the Jace, or at least the Mordekaiser came in after Tryndamere was shown, and you know, I don't know if it's a champ pool issue or what, but you have to know that Mordekaiser will end up just getting bullied in that matchup. There's nothing he can do to get away from the Tryndamere, and there's no way he'll ever be able to match up in terms of damage. So
I'll say this,
know.
though. I'll say this. I hope that if Glacial Equinox is watching that, because I agree with those drafting elements. I think it's also just like part of the play, part of the coordination. In game one, you were winning a fight up to the 75% mark. And then like that last 25%, just stepping out a little bit too far, keeping track of those cooldowns, just all that stuff. But either way, fantastic series of games. We did end up streaming 3 games. Someone's going to watch this VOD back and be hella confused, but you know what? The explanations are in there. Normally, oh, thank you so much, Danubius, for the follow. We appreciate you. Welcome to the LBLCS. That is going to be it for us tonight, everyone. Normally we would do some interviews, but it's a little bit too late for me. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Huge, anything you want to say? You did a fantastic job. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Hey, thanks for having me. And I just want to say, fantastic games. You know, really highlights you know, some of the playstyle differences between CEO and maybe commercial teams as well.
Mhm.
I definitely think we saw so much more fighting and so much more willingness to fight in this commercial league. Was it, or was it in these commercial
Yeah,
league
this
games?
was commercial. This was, yeah.
Yeah, and we saw so much more just willingness to, you know, throw themselves out there, and hopefully it will be a learning experience for all teams involved. But yeah, great games.
Hell yeah. Well, once again, everyone, thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night. You're all wonderful. We love you guys, and we should be having a game stream tomorrow, so we'll be seeing you then.